Ad's not over yet. Hey, Zephyrberrybot. Are you gonna tell me the ad's over? They're gonna tell me the ad's over! Hello, everyone! I did a little, premature, unmuting. Hello, chat. Hello, Ather. Hello, Vol. It has been a while. Hello, Ouija. Hello, Mare. Hello, Vanovish. Hello, G. Charizard. Hello, Wolf. Hello, Atare. Oh my goodness. Gang is all here. Mare was right. And Atare! Thank you so much for the 20-month resub. Good luck, and I hope you rest very well over the next few days. You deserve it. But hello, everybody. How we doing today? I hope everyone is having a good time. Wolf, oh no, it told me ads ended, but they hadn't for Wolf, but they had for Mare. Ugh, ads are weird. But hi, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. How was your weekend? My weekend was good. I remember absolutely nothing that I did on Saturday. I think I just did... I did reading and I watched Star Trek. And then on Sunday, I had a work party, which was nice. We played, like, lawn bowls, which was fun. Turns out I really, really enjoy lawn bowls. And I'm also kind of good at it. So, I might have to do some more of it in the future. But it was really nice. That being said, my bowling arm is sore. If I move it in certain angles, there's one particular muscle in my left arm that's like sore. So when I move in a particular direction, it's like, oop, remember me? Remember what you did yesterday? Shouldn't have done that. I'm doing homework. Oof. My work party was on Friday. Did you enjoy it? Was it fun? I hope it was good. But yeah, I'm doing all right. The work party was lots of fun. I was like... Yeah, I can't believe you got it. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. I was so scared that my tarot card was like, had actually doomed you to not getting the job, but you did! And I'm happy! Flip the tarot cards. The IT director started saying that we didn't meet any financial goals this year. Well... Ugh. That's rough, but like, it's a team effort. Like, blame yourself along with literally everyone else, you know? You can't... You can't say that, you know, just one person or just a few people failed. So I hope he's taking it upon himself to also maybe think new strategies and not think, oh, it's the people, it's my people's fault. Oh my goodness, Ouija with the list. Zombies Ate My Neighbors for SNES, Alice Kid, The Lost Stars for Sega Master, Battletoads Double Dragon for Sega Genesis, Sonic and the Secret Rings Target Edition for Wii, and Archie Sonic Comic, and 2 issues of Sonic the Comic, the UK exclusive Sonic comic line. Wow. You never fail to impress me with your collection expansions. He said IT did good, but the whole company didn't meet their goals. Okay, that's fair then. As long as he's not like putting the blame on any specific person. It's rough that the company didn't quite make it, but like like, if the company's doing all right, you don't have to make $1 gazillion, you know? I don't know. I'm probably talking out of my ass here. I'm not one to... I haven't been a part of a company like that ever. So I could... Well, I did. But I was there for like 4 weeks and then gave up. Yeah, I hope everyone is all right. Do we want to play some word games? sometimes I finished squares already. Sorry, chat. I already finished squares today. It was not a good squares. International company, it's not that bad. Oh my goodness. It must be big then if it's international. Nice job. All right, let me put up the poll. Poll time. Long word game. Contexto or words on stream? We got a lot of people today. Maybe words on stream is the play. But like Contexto, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. It's up to chat to decide. We will figure it out. We got it on 50-50. It's neck and neck. I like commentating my poll results like I'm like a racehorse commentator. Like, oh, words on stream was in the lead, but Contexto has caught up. They're neck and neck. They're one-on-one. Oh, Contexto has just branched out a little. Words on stream has come to match. I got nothing else. They're tied. Words on stream with an extra vote. Never mind. Words on stream is streaking ahead. Or should I say, streaming ahead. Words on streaming ahead. We could always play both. If we wanted to sacrifice one of the short games, we could try and play both. But the thing is, Contexto, you never know how long Contexto could take. Contexto can sometimes take like a minute, and then words on but then sometimes Contexto can take like half an hour. Really depends on what the word is and just how well we are at it. Hey, Widgetear, how you doing? Contexto is unfortunately losing, so we may not be doing that today. Listen, if we're satisfied enough with words on stream, we can try and do a quick Contexto afterwards. But words on stream wins, so words on stream at least comes first. And it's been so long since we've played words on stream. So honestly, it's nice to have something a little different. I know Contexto's the favorite, but sometimes we have to do something a little different. Let me change the category. There we go. Let's open up some words on stream. But yeah, how are you, Widgetear? Welcome in. Other than disappointed that Contexto didn't win, but oh, there we go. I always forget to put Firefox in. Go, yes. Play. Oh no, not that. Play. Okay, I got it. It's been so long. Oh, jeez. Have we not okay. Let's enter the code here. Da-da. 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 Yes. Remember this device for more than 30 days, but anyway. Have we never played words on stream since I've had this new profile? That's very funny. Oh, there we go. And the classic Barry jump scare comes back again. All right. It's been so long since we've played this. Let's see if we're just as good. And our record is level 24. I'll be surprised if we hit that, but let's try and make it like above level 15. I think we can quite consistently go above level 15. Why does the sound never work? There we go. Now it works. All right. There's one. Tuned, nice. Oh shit, I have to go ghost, don't I? Nice job. Okay. Unlock me. Thank you. Nice job. All right, let me go ghost real quick. Let me go ghost mode. Filters. There we go. There we go. I'm a ghost. You can see what's been done at the end there. So there's that. Unit. We're a solid unit as this team. Have we done? We have not done that. So I will do it. My turn. Oh. The music ended before the round did. Also, I never said thank you, Mayor, for the bit. I appreciate it. I didn't mean to completely... I don't know. Oh, that is a word. Of course it is. Like, to dine on something, to eat it. I have silly diseases. Several of them. None of us did nude? Nope, that's not how you spell that. With an N. Nice job. As always. Mayor with the carry. To be expected. All right, we go again. Oh, what is this? All I can look at is Bevo. Oh, nice job. Not a word? Is that a word? That is a word. Gotta be more than 4 letters, Widge tier. Unlock me. Oh, I was just gonna do that! Dang it, G Charizard. You stole it from me. That little animal. Oh, another animal. Oh, I was just about to do Dove. Gee, Charizard is destroying me. What the heck? That's the wrong way of that. There we go. Cody! Guess who's back, and also you're orange? But welcome in. Thank you so much for the 23-month resub. Goodness, my brain's not working too great. There's that. How we doing? We're doing good. This is our first time playing Words on stream in a hot minute. And I think we're a little rusty, but we're getting there. Is that a word? Nope. Might as well try. Good job, everybody. 2 levels. Something seems a little different. Did you get a new computer? No. Listen, oh. You know that whole, have you heard, chat, of all that stuff of, like, one of the biggest producers of RAM, like, no longer selling product to, like, just consumers and is instead selling RAM just to, like, AI companies for their data centers? So it might be really fucking hard to get computers from now on. Like, that's screwed up. That is screwed up beyond belief. So, no, I haven't got a new computer, and I probably should have before that happened. Haha. Do we have any cheat? Okay. I don't think we have any fake letters left. No fakes, no hiddens. Nice job. Ugh, excuse me. This one looks like it could be a little hard. Yeah, that's the company, Micron. Screw you, Micron. I'm forcibly banned from ever working with Micron. That's fine. I'm banning myself. Nice job! Micron is one of the 3 companies that make microchips, with Samsung and TSMC being the other 2. This is why we can't have monopolies and duopolies on, like, certain products and certain services and stuff like that. That's why there has to be a variety. 'Cause if there's not a... Okay, damn, good job, guys. Because if there's not a variety, then if one of those places just decides to stop doing it, everyone is screwed. I have not been looking at this. Are we doing well? Are we doing well, chat? That's not a word. Is that a word? There it is. There's one. Man, why am I not surprised? Of all the people to get the word smut, why am I not surprised it's you? All their consumer grade chips aren't on the consumer market effective February. Ugh, I hate that. AI, like generative AI, is just destroying... I feel like it's just destroying the world in literally every way possible. It's making certain products inaccessible for the average consumer to buy. It's destroying the environment. It's stealing from artists. It's misinforming people. It is creating weird parasocial relationships with people. It is stopping people from thinking critically. Like, it's just... Like, the data centers are poisoning the environment around it. Like, it's just like, what's... Oh, it can write me an email. Cool. There's a... Cool, but, there's too many consequences. There's too many consequences that come from it to make it something I would ever support. There's one. There's one. Oh, is this gonna do American spelling or English spelling? I have an idea. Wick isn't a... It doesn't allow Wick? That's wild. Okay, it is gonna do American spelling. Nice. Oh! Okay, so the fake letter, I think, is W. I'm gonna say that now. I think the fake letter is W. I forgot we're up to the... I forgot there's a part of the game where it gets harder. I was like, oh, whoops. Oh, shit. Let me do it again. Oh, it's not gonna let me? Rude. How about this one? It's not letting me! Oh, it's not! It's not the W, it's the I. The I's fake. Oh, that took me so long. Oh, no, I was just about to put in crow. I can't think of... Oh my goodness, Vol, nice job. I'm trying to think of something and it's not... I think I'm done. Is Loco valid? Loco is valid. Why is Loco valid? That's not what I was expecting at all. Oh my goodness, we got everything except for one. Nice job. Oh, look at this. Look at our rankings. Wait, I'm in first? How? Oh, because Mare's drunk, that's why. I see. I see. The only reason why I'm first is because Mare has nerfed themselves with mojitos. Fair enough. You're still doing well. All right. Okay. So I'm thinking it might be the T that's fake? Is it the I again? No, I don't know. It's either the T or the I that's fake. It's T. Both of my guesses were T. But why did rice not go off? No, the T's fine. It's the I. Erect didn't go off was because because there's only one E. All right. Have a good lurk, Ivanovish. I hope you can get your homework done efficiently. Oh no. Is that a word? That's a word. Oh jeez. We ain't got long left. Nice. Nice. Retro's good. Retro's good. Oh no. Oh no. We could lose this. Nice. Is that a word? Nope. Oh, we're gonna lose. Yeah, we knew that. I don't know. Oh my goodness, Vol. You saved the run. Haha, 6 out of 9 words. Teehee, funny number. Oh, Xavier, why he yell? Why he be so loud? All right, I think we might be closing in on the end. It's rough now. All right, well now we've got the secret letter too. This is a rough thing of letters. Okay, V, I, E, and W are safe. Nice. Okay, it's... Why did Via not go off? All the letters are valid. I'm gonna say it's the Z. That's bad. Wait. Oh, it's not reviewer? Okay. Trying to think of what the hidden could be. Overview. It's another V? The hidden letter is V. Come on, unlock. Okay, there we go. Rove is good. This isn't gonna be valid. Nice. Come on. Nope. Gonna try that too. I looked at Via and it didn't allow anything. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. I can't think of anything. No, we lost. That's all right. 13 is good. We were rusty. We were literally 2 points away. Damn. And Messer somehow still ends up in first. Nice job. You did pull through at the end. That's alright. Okay. Well, we didn't go that long on that game, so I will listen to you, chat. Okay, well, first of all, I know it being a second V was a wild decision. Yes, we can do the contexto as well. I will allow the contexto. If we still have brain power. Though you need less brain power for contexto. Well, maybe not less brain power, but you need, like, a different kind of brain power for contexto. Frog. It is low. Metal, however, is higher. Mojito? Really? It doesn't know the word mojito. Sorry, Meh. Mojino. I'll see myself out. Rum. I don't think it's gonna allow alcohol. Like, at all. Alcohol. It allows the word alcohol. Does it allow beer? It allows wine. Well, I don't know why rum, they didn't like rum, but alas. Metal and wine. How are our top 2 guesses? That makes no sense to me. I don't know. A barrel? Maybe. Maybe like storage? Storage. Room? Storage. Car. Truck. Speakeasy is a guess. Nice job. Our lowest guess of the night. Let's go. Remember, we often fight for lowest guess, not just highest. Hey, Cass, how you doing? I hope everyone here knows that Cass is my favorite. Okay. And you're my fave? Okay, I'm just gonna get cucked over here, I guess. Hello, rest of chat. How we doing? We're all getting cucked. I hope we're doing well. We have all been rejected. Task? Favorite viewer. Okay. I'll allow it. You're also my favorite, Seth. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate. Storage. Maybe like a case. Okay. Like a suitcase? Okay, it's not a suitcase. But it is some kind of case. But case has so many different contexts. That's kind of a shit word to put in. Chest. File. Garage. Not garage. Case. File. Storage room car. Cabinet. Office. Office. Computer. 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 Detective. Detective is a 3000. Keyboard. Maybe like a laptop? No, like a phone. Telephone. Screen. I'm not on the case. You were on the case in Words on Stream though, so you get away with it. Oh, I forgot to change the category to contexto. Ram. I think they'll put ram as in the context of like a sheep though. If it makes you feel any better, you are my top viewed streamer on my Twitch recap this year. Thank you, EG. I feel so flattered that I'm on people's like Twitch recaps. I wanted to share my view of recap because I want you all to know what I watch, sort of stuff. However, one of the people in my top 5 did get horrifically cancelled for being a groomer. And I didn't watch enough of other streamers to get him out of my top 5 before the recap. So I don't really want to show it off. Why are my messages failing? Why? That is a good question. I haven't seen any of them. One of the people in my top 5 is someone I stopped watching because they've become pro AI. This shit sucks, man. What the hell is going on? If Twitch needs to update. Twitch is so mean sometimes. Twitch sucks. Not all the time. Well, kind of all the time. Depends on the person, I think. Can suck in many different ways. Key? Twitch is just weird like always, yeah. Yeah. Maybe Twitch doesn't always suck, but Twitch is always weird. Disk? Oh. Disk. Not disk. Computer. Like, data? Center? Oh, they changed the spelling of center. They were against clanker jokes too. Yeah, like, I don't like, I understand being, like, it's really hard to be, it's really hard because sometimes you can hate something, but you can hate it for a completely different reason than another person. And the thing is, you will disagree about why they hate it. Technology. Computer case. Video. Image. Nuance is a wonderful thing. Yes. Wonderful and also difficult. Not a big fan of the clanker stuff. I completely understand that. Like, my personal reason why I don't like the whole clanker thing is because I feel like a lot of people like to try and come up with slurs for things. And I think it's ridiculous. Like, why do we want to come up with slurs? Why do we want to make slurs? It seems like no matter what, people will try to always feel superior to other people in any kind of way. Like, so the whole, like, I'm gonna make a slur for AI and I'm gonna make a slur for people who love AI, like, we don't need to do that. Like, you can just say they suck. You don't have to try and put levels of oppression. I find it funny that it is from Star Wars. See, in that sort of, like, context, like, as a Star Wars fan, I like the fact that clank, which is a term that the clones use against droids, has become a meme term against AI, kind of like how it was used in the source material. I feel like a lot of people took the joke too far when it came to the clanker jokes. Like, there were TikToks of people basically, it's really hard to describe, but you could tell that the way people were making clanker jokes was that they were like, I don't know how to describe it. It's really hard to say because I think they were, secretly right. See, barely secretly. Barely secretly. Derogatory. Yeah, it became weirdly racist in the undertones. Yeah. Thank you all for the words. I also kind of want to put those in the... I'm gonna put derogatory. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Derogatory. There we go. I'll put it in the contexto. Kind of funny to see the word pop up from time to time. I can understand that. I just think that I personally got the ick from it because people decided to take it way too far, and it became kind of obvious that people are just trying to use it as a way to, as a form of feeling like a superior person, which, you know, in general, the world and society and humanity, we're trying to work away from that. We're trying to work from people, you know, from inequalities and people thinking they're superior to other people for any reason. And it's just, I don't know. What is happening? Keep hearing things. What is next? Oh. No. I was hearing things outside my door. Computer. I did do electricity, Vol. I do want you to know. I didn't, like, skip it or, like, not read it. I skipped it because it's somewhere down here. Yeah, there it is. Let's see. Why did I lose? I lost exactly 100 frames. Why did that happen? I don't know. We are at 50 guesses. We could get a hint. But I feel like computer is so close that, like, I don't know. I feel like we could get it, but at the same time, we're really struggling. Computer, case, laptop, screen, board. Computer, case, laptop, screen, keyboard. Computer, case, laptop, screen, keyboard. What others? I'm not thinking of anything. I may just need to put a hint in. Computer, case, laptop, screen, keyboard. What else is about a computer? Like a program. Okay, program is there, but not really. Like an icon. A website. Online. Internet. Nope. I'm going in the other direction now. Computer, case, laptop, screen. Computer, case, laptop, screen, keyboard. Oh, okay. Okay. Hey, I just heard that a lot of you, I just, sorry, letting you know now, I see what, I saw the Discord message. I'm just letting you all know, I see the Discord message. I was wondering, I was like, no one's guessing anymore or talking to me. All right. Chat, I'm gonna do this really fun thing. I'm gonna do this really fun thing. If you're in, well, are they being censored for me? Can I chat? I'm saying bruh monument too. Okay. Well, I will say this. If, obviously you guys are still in the stream and you're struggling with it, may it's not going to be an ideal solution, but we do have a channel called Stream Chat, which is based on talking about what happens in my stream. Would we want to use that as a chat itself? Or some of you seem to be able to break through. Some of you seem to be able to break through for now. Cass and Ivanovic and Ouija and Mare are back, but it doesn't seem to be all of you. Only emotes. That's so weird. But yeah, if you keep being censored, feel free to just send something in stream chat instead. And I can listen to it through there. That's so weird. Virus is a good guess. I will say though, I don't have dual monitors, so it will be hard for me to see. I'll have to keep tabbing back in and out of Discord. Okay. Wait, let me make a pin message. Make a pin message. Twitch chat is acting up right now. If your messages are failing to send, try... Twitch chat is acting up right now. If your messages are failing to send, send it in stream chat in Discord instead. In the Discord. In the Discord. There we go. That's it. Yes, and then I'll have it manually unpinned at the end of stream. There we go. All good. That should help. Firewall. I did guess virus, but I can guess firewall. Security, maybe? No. Charizard says, I've had more than 10 messages get blocked, including a message saying I had more than 10 messages get blocked in stream. That's so weird. I'm so sorry that this stuff... That's not how you spell that. Transistor! Why have a transistor when you can have a trans sister? There's clearly a superior option here. Am I right, ladies? I can't believe we've got stuck at computer. Like, I feel like computer is such a, like, good... I feel like I felt like once we got to computer, it would have been a roll from there. But now nothing is higher than computer, and we're getting stuck. Computer, case, laptop, screen, keyboard, computer case, like a cover, computer, maybe like a load. What's it called? What's background? I was like, what's that thing called where you make your screen a pretty picture? Background. That's the answer. The issue is if the word is physically related or topic related. Exactly. Screensaver and backplate. I like those. And backplate. Nope. Neither of those. Rough. Display. Display might be good. Display is pretty good. It wants... See, case and cover. I'm trying to think of like things that case a like circuit console. I'm trying to think of like something that encases like a computer. Because why are case and cover so high? Like, I'm not getting it. There's a connection here, and it's not there. CD? Yeah. DVD. USB. Let's just put all of the acronyms in there. Monitor and wallpaper. I think I did do monitor, but I will do wallpaper. Thank you. Floppy, of course. We could do disk with a K, because we did do disk with a C. Should we hint? I feel like we should just request a hint here, because I think we're just stuck now. Router, nope. Computer, like a wire, like a charger. Nope. Yeah, I think it's hint time. Right? Right. It's not type. You and I had the same brain there, G Charizard. Right. See, I put in code. Like, wouldn't code be up there? Right. What, like a book? Book. Story, typewriter, writer, author, book. Pencil? Pen. Oh, we're so close. Handwriting? Cursive. What on earth? Novel. Oh, novel's good. It's not novel? Book. Like journal? Newspaper? Book. Word? Just a word. Word, letter, sentence, chapter, tale, textbook? What the heck? What is happening? Book, journal, write, pen, pencil. Page. That's good. It's not page. Paper? Nope. Notebook? Notebook. What the heck? Okay. Have we tried metal? I wish. Oh, that's frustrating. That's frustrating. I understand why they put computer so high. Because a notebook is a name of a certain it's the name of it's the name of a certain laptop, isn't it? What was the word? Notebook. Word was notebook. So I'm just like I'm confused. I need to figure out if I can put oh shit. Steam has Discord overlay, doesn't it? Oh, I could get Discord overlay on top of my Ace Attorney. But yeah, I understand why computer's there because notebook is a type of computer. But then every other thing that they put down next to notebook was non-computery. So it just ended up getting us really damn stuck. Oh well. That's fine, I guess. Hopefully goes through. Just stopped. Peso stream had the same issue. Oh my goodness. I can't imagine the absolute riot that that a stream bigger than mine would be having, let alone queso big. Not. And before someone takes that out of context, I don't mean it like that. I mean big popularity-wise. I'm not being mean. Queso big? No! Not like that! Don't do this to me! I think Twitch chatting is just experiencing its equivalent to diarrhea. I don't know why! That's so... It's just so weird. Ugh. That's so annoying. Okay, I just want to try and figure out how I can get my... Maybe I can't hear game? Alright. Game is playing, though. What do you mean can't hear game? Can you... Just checking, not just mad, like... People can't hear the game? I think they learned how to plug the Wi-Fi back in. Ugh. A few minutes ago, 100% of my chats failed. Now it's 50%. Well, at least it's getting a little better. Yeah, I think it was just quiet. I think I remember I turned the music down last week because Jackbox is incredibly loud. But because Ace Attorney is quieter, I have to turn it back up again. But Is this a good volume now? Let me see. I usually have Cloudflare is experiencing partial outage again? That's like the third one in like a few weeks, right? That's bomb flare. True. I'm just figuring out how to potentially get my Discord chat up. So it's like Shift Tab. Oh, that's my Steam overlay for Shift Tab. Okay. Isn't there can't you get a Discord overlay as well? Meter Cloudflare, basically. Let me see if I can get something up here. That and Tab. No, I don't think I have that for I don't think Ace Attorney does that. Okay. I'm trying to figure something out here. Okay, first of all, let's move the game category. Prosecutor's Gambit to this. And then make a new scene and just crop it on Discord. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm getting to do. Window capture. Yes, select a window to capture. Discord. Oh shit, hi everyone. Okay. Here's the Discord chat, gang. How do I crop this? Is the next question. Filters. Can I crop this? How do I crop this? Yes, everyone in my Discord can say hello. Make the window smaller. Like, I mean, I can make it smaller, but like that doesn't crop it. That makes it weird. Like that just makes it small. And it means I can't read what's on there. So I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Keep it full screen? We just want to watch Discord throughout the whole... We don't have to play the game. Okay, there's an ad starting in 3 minutes. I'm gonna run the ad now and figure out how to crop scenes. On how to crop a... What is this called? A window capture. A window capture. OBS. To crop a window capture in OBS, right-click on the window capture layer, select filters, and choose crop/pad. I didn't see that filter. I didn't see that filter. Oh, I see it now. Okay. Let's do... What? Like... Okay, that didn't help. Crop pad, like 30. Like... Oh, shit. Like 100, like 200, like 300, like 350, like 400. That's too much. 390, 380. Okay, 380 is good. Then we've got, let's go like 700. Yeah, that's good. Bottom, like 200? No, like 100. No, like 90. No, like 70. There we go, that's perfect. And then... This is the funniest shit ever. Also, I'm Scuffberry right now, which you know what? That makes so much sense. Okay, that makes so much sense for what I'm doing right now. And then let's crop like 500, 700, no, like 1,000, like 1,100. There. I think that works. There we go. Oh, wait, no, that's the corner of my alerts. Here we go. This is a good corner. There's a good corner. What corner is this? Oh, that's the reactive corner. Okay, cool. What happens to longer messages? They die. They die. I don't want the Discord to be too big. All right. Let's continue. Yes. So. Oh, wait, shit. Did the ad end yet? Okay, the ad did finish. Okay. Oh. Okay. Never mind, I have to move this. I'm gonna move this up. Okay, the ad is now over. Oh no, okay. I do have to move window capture up because you can't see what Edgeworth is saying. There we go. All right. That works, I think. Place Twitch with Discord. Maybe. Maybe this should just be how the game goes. All right. See, the thing is, okay, here's the question. I usually keep Twitch chat up on my phone because I don't have dual monitors. Should I keep the Twitch chat up on my phone, or should I keep... Considering most of you are going to be talking through Discord, I should probably keep Discord up on my phone instead, and then more occasionally check Twitch chat. How does that sound? That sounds better. Except for the fact that my data... Except for the fact that Discord doesn't want to load when I'm on data. There we go. I'd offer you to try to alert you to a chat, but I need to cook dinner. Nah, it's no worries. It's no worries. We figure it out. We figure it out. Yeah, mobile viewers are winning, but I am losing. All right. So, last week. Last week, we started the new Okay, well, GIFs don't work unless I tab into them, so there. Have Edgeworth with a gun. Chat, enjoy that. You know, I actually do need to go back to Twitch because I need to set this as a whole stream marker because, like, is this going to end up on TikTok somehow? Maybe. I don't know when, but... Oh, that is a beautiful... Okay, now I need to tab back to Discord so that you can see... Okay, these are beautiful GIFs. Oh, I love T for T lesbian Edgeworth. I love that for her. This is beautiful, chat. Thank you so much. Anyone else got more GIFs? This should be every stream. Yeah. Honestly, that's kind of tempting. It's a little bit tempting. This is actually kind of blessed. I appreciate it. All right. Last week. we have more GIFs. We have Hollow Knight, and we have... That poor girl. That poor person. Like, she looks fine. That's cute. This guy didn't have to be such a dick. Okay. You keep distracting me. Last week, we started Ace Attorney, Prosecutor's Gambit. And the president of Zhangfa turned up to do like a speech thing to thank us for to think whatever country we're in. I don't know if it's meant to be America or Japan. It's whatever. Japanifornia, I think, is what fans call it. And then to thank us, but then he gets shot at. There are two major suspects right now. One being a journalist who has a quote unquote chief that we have not seen yet, but a lot of you believe it may be Lotta. And the other one is Shelley the Killer, aka the guy that kidnapped Maya in the second Ace Attorney game. None of these words or names mean anything to me, and I like it that way. What is this GIF? Oh my gosh. I wish there was a way to make the GIFs keep going even when I tab out, but alas. That's perfect, thank you. All right, so now we go back. Shelley the Killer has now pulled a knife on one of the security guards of... I smell like beef. What a good vine. How old is that kid now? What, like 25? That's cute. I agree. That one's so cute. I love that. What is this? Now Charizard. Happy. Okay. Keep getting distracted. These gifts are too good. There's no way that kid is older than me. I was exaggerating. Now we've got a gif of Venom as a horse. I've never seen those movies. All right, I'm continuing. He's pulled a knife on one of the security guards. I don't actually remember, but anyway. Oh, okay. We found out that the president is not dead, but one of the other security guards is dead. That's it. And the other security guard is telling Edgeworth that that he needs us to hand over the investigation to the Zhongfa authorities instead of Edgeworth leading it. But now Shelley the Killer has pulled a knife on the guy, basically threatening him to be like, no, Edgeworth is going to be the one to do this. I don't know why. Who knows what Shelley is thinking? And then there's a girl, I have forgot, that's her name, Tabby Lloyd. Oh, the pun of all time, the journalist. And she's also a prime suspect, and we have to figure out which of the two were part of the shooting, if not potentially both, or potentially neither. I actually have no idea who the killer is at this point. So, I'm interested. Be a good idea for special streams. It could be a good idea. I'll figure it out. Hey, Mesa. Mesa's in the Twitch chat. Hello, Mesa. As it says in the pinned message, Twitch chat is shitting itself right now on, like, every stream. For some reason, there's some sort of outage. So that's why most of my chat is now talking through my Discord. And I've put a little thing of my Discord chat up on the side. Yeah, Cloudflare be flaring. All right, now let's dive in. With the death of Bastion Rook and the revelation that Shelley the Killer was in our midst, the case had taken a turn we could have never predicted. Mr. Knight ordered that the door to the presidential plane be opened, and the emergency personnel attending to Mr. Rook's body were asked to leave. With the scene cleared, we stepped cautiously aboard. Yes, Shelley wanted to get on the plane. That's it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is a very dead man over there. That is for sure. Oh, you want Scuffberry? Yeah, that makes sense. Which one's Scuffberry? It's this one. I need to make a new Scuffberry. I need to make a Scuffberry for the 2.0 version. All right. Hey, Siri. Okay, Siri's not responding to me. I will set a timer for 10 minutes by myself, I guess. Clock, timers. 10 minutes. There we go. Oh yeah, well that is one good thing about talking in Discord. Non-subs can use emotes. Non-subs can use whatever emotes they want. Twitch chat isn't working, Siri isn't working. Yeah, technology is just dying. But hey, non-subs, enjoy the emote usage. All right, let's go. No president in sight. Now, where could he be? Who knows? Ah, so he's hiding behind the bulkhead door over there, is he? As courageous in the face of danger as ever. Huh, sorry to disappoint, but did you seriously expect him to be standing here waiting to meet his assassin? As we have already established, my interest lies only in the successful conclusion of this investigation. And you got a free trial. Nice job, Ouija of Nitro. I kind of want to get Nitro again, but I don't know. I feel like I could use the money for better things. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, if you would be so kind as to examine the body. I feel like I'm doing Shelley's voice a little wrong, a little different from last week, but I feel like it still fits him. Hello? Mesa, thank you so much for the 12-month resub. Hell yeah. I love that. Thank you, as always, for your ongoing support. I appreciate very much. All right. My only option right now is to play along. The rest is up to you, Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe? What Gumshoe doing here? So the attempted assassination of the president has become the murder of a bodyguard. You look like you could use a little help there, Mr. Edgeworth. Not that I need it, but yes. That's what I thought. Then there's nothing else for it. Kay Faraday, great thief extraordinaire. We'll just have to take it from here. Oh, really? You mean you're going to solve the case for me? Nope. I thought not. But I will provide vital assistance. Now let's get to scouring this crime scene from top to bottom. I love Kay. It will take Detective Gumshoe a while to assemble our backup, so I'll need to draw this part of the investigation out for as long as possible. That's easy to do when I'm me! Okay, we've got something here. Inflatable boat and an oar, so it's ready to go at any time, but there's only one oar. You can still row with one oar. Nothing over here. Let's look to the gas masks. Perhaps Bezos can put his half towards a better server provider. You'd hope so. You'd hope so. I thought he's not with Amazon anymore. He might, I don't know. Is he? I don't keep up with billionaires. You started writing your book, Atho. Wait, that's so cool. I am excited for you. One day I'll get around to writing my book, but for now I get to cheer other people on as they write theirs. 2 gas masks, which is wild considering there were 3 people on the plane. Like the president and the 2 bodyguards. Does that mean one of the bodyguards was just going to die no matter what? Never seen one before. I've heard plenty about them. From a fellow thief. No, from the Jammin' Ninja. Yeah, she would. Book is a loose term. Who knows if it'll get published? I mean, even if it's not published, I'd still call it a book. Like, I call it a book. I'm confident in your ability to finish it. And if it doesn't get published, it's still a big achievement. Princess Murasaki was getting married, but Toxic Ninja Wolf's bane. Here we go, the info dump. Let's keep just going around the perimeters before we, you know, figure this shit out. There's a thing, there's like a shield. A riot shield, and next to it, a canary in a cage. Why do they have a canary? Help me with... The canary could help with lockpicking. I don't think that's how anything works, Kay, but Oh. So this canary might be for detecting poisonous gases, which would make sense considering there are 2 gas masks over here. Interesting. There is still a knife to his throat, and that knife is gonna stay there while I explore everything else first. It's a life preserver. So you can float. Kay loves the sea. Edgeworth doesn't like the sea? Aw, but the beach is so fun. Lobster rolls aren't great, but I do like ice cream. Guess you just got nitro for cheap? Hell yeah, Cody, let's go. Big moves, big moves. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Well, there's a cat with a button. A curious figure of a curious animal with a curious expression is staring at me. How curious. There's a big lever right by its butt. Okay. The killer is telling us not to touch the lever. For some reason, not the security guards. I see, so he's oh, so there's a trapdoor, and the lever would pull him through the trapdoor. Okay. Got it. We've got some files over here. Documents. Whoa, okay. Oh, chat. Do you notice something here? So the security plans for the assassination and the security plans for keeping the president safe are written in the same handwriting? I think we have an inside man. Like the one from the trash can. Precisely. Wait, something feels off. What feels off? Also covered in case amphibious assault. Like a frog assault? There's no king, meaning both sides are playing illegal chess. I mean, you're right. What's off? What's on this one? It's the date! The date is off. Presidential Security Plan, March 24. But then this one's from March 19? And then we'll put it up against this one. There, an obvious contradiction. The ink here is smell. What? That's not the real. Wait. That's not the contradiction? The date is different. Did I not? What? What's wrong then? Other than the date, what's the Rook Knight? The Rook and Knight are on other sides? Question mark? The 2 plans are different. Was the security detail reorganized at some point? Of course, the 2 plans are different, and they didn't allow the date as a difference between the plans? I hate that. That's so... I'm seeing a problem here. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Money. Welcome in. I apologize, Money. I will be getting to Twitch chats a little later than Discord chats because I have Discord open on my phone instead of Twitch chat due to Twitch chats being weird today. So that's why we're all talking in stream chat in the Discord instead. All right. The 2 plans are different. Was the security detail reorganized at some point? Huh? Oh, you're right. Yeah, we made some last-minute changes yesterday. President's orders. Why the urgency? Because of what happened the day before. The killer here tried to take him down. He infiltrated the security detail, posed as one of us. Rook figured it out first. Oh, there's the timer. I can go back to normal, Barry. Rook figured it out first, but not before the guy got within striking distance of the president. A leader hadn't stepped in just then, we'd all have been out of the job. But he made it, and our friend here wound up with a seriously twisted arm. Rook put a bullet in it for good measure, too. Ah, so that's where the injury came from. Wait, Twitch chat is back up now? Wait, do other chatters want to test? This is quite fun. But do the Twitch chatters want to test it? Okay, G Charizard says hopefully. Wolf says yes? Okay. I'm gonna take down the Discord chat and reopen Twitch then. And then I will... How do I unpin messages? Unpin! There we go. We seem to be back again. That's good. That was fun though. That was a fun little escapade. I enjoyed it a lot. Twitch made my anxiety rise up. Yeah, that was acting so weird. I think I found it really weird because I was like, why isn't my stream itself going down, but only chat is going down? It was very odd for a minute there. And where were you while this is happening? I love doing Kay's voice. I made her sound, I kind of ended up making her sound bitchy, but like in a cute way. You were the first one I overpowered, were you not? Oh, that's embarrassing. Shut up, kid. Ah, now I get it. Your neck has barely begun to heal, and you've already forgotten who I am. I'm disappointed. It's you! Busted up my neck so bad I can't even look to my right. I was somewhat astonished to have sustained an injury at all. A testament to Mr. Rook's skill. He was truly a master of his craft. Unlike a certain other someone I could mention. I'm just as good as he ever was. You were a pawn to his queen, my young friend. What the heck do you know? So that's why you remembered Mr. Rook's name? You admired his skills as a bodyguard? Indeed. While I was serving on the team, I learned the names of all the operatives. But his in particular stayed with me. It joined the very short list of those who have ever successfully wounded me. So that's the connection he was talking about. And that's why we changed up the security plan. The blade is the wrong way? Wait, is it actually? I wasn't even looking at that. Had to be sure there weren't any more assassins in the ranks. The president didn't want anybody on stage he didn't trust, and he only trusts two people. Me and Rook. Interesting. Interesting. Either that's a mistake or Dakilla has no intention of killing. I don't think Dakilla has... I think Dakilla doesn't have an intention. I feel like if he had the intention to kill, he would have killed by now. Though, we don't know whether he killed Rook or not in his attempt to kill the president. So, he could have killed. He may just not want to kill this guy. How does that explain your change of position? Oh yeah, he switched over to the right-hand side. I told you, I can't turn my neck to the right. I could only cover the president's left side. So I wound up moving to the right side of the stage. Okay. What have I got here? I've got assassination attempt, knight's position, and 6-shot revolver. Okay, I don't think any of those work together yet. We've got a bulletproof vest. That looks heavy. So this is what a president wears, huh? Must be made of something super special. Yes, to protect him from bullets. What? So it's not just for show? Of course not. This is a bulletproof vest. And it has a bullet in it. Oh, so that's what one of those looks like. Why didn't you just say so? Now I feel silly. All right. Down in a trash can, 6-shot revolver, Knight's position, bulletproof vest. Surely there's a connection here, but I can't figure out. I don't know what connections those are yet. Anything up here, down here, carpet? Nope, we just have to look at these. It's white people taco night again. What do you mean by that? The personal safety alarms are very colorful. Looks like they get a lot of use as well. I like the president. He seems like a thoughtful guy. Okay, not in this era. Not in this era should you be saying that. Buying these for his kids? Maybe his wife, too. Why would they all be here if that was the case? No, these are for his own personal use. Objection, Your Honor. It is simply not possible for one person to use this many personal alarms. Why, you ask? Because he's human, and therefore possesses only 2 hands. 20 hands wouldn't be enough to count the number of objections I have to that objection. I think that's everything in this area? Potentially? Okay, it is. I'm having tacos and I'm using a taco kit. Ah, I gotcha, I gotcha. I hope they're good tacos. I've never been to Taco Bell. Like, there are some where I live. Like, there are some in the city I live in. I have seen them, but I've never gone in and had anything. It's a bank of monitors displaying camera feeds from in and around the plane. All right, let's see the feeds. Okay, I have to look at the cow. Like, that's the first guy I gotta go to here. What on earth is this? Oh, that? It's the president's favorite plushie. It's a memento of something. Anyway, don't touch. But if that's the case, then why is it being left up there like nobody cares about it? Yeah, that is pretty weird. Certainly wouldn't be the first place I would think to display a beloved item. Wait, are those shards of glass underneath it? I thought something seemed strange about this cubby hole, but now I'm sure of it. There was almost certainly another monitor here. Okay. What does a missing monitor have to do with this? Here in Mexico, we don't have Taco Bell. I mean, you know what? Fair enough. Like, I don't know about you, but I feel like it would be a little bit offensive, just a little bit offensive, to try to take Taco Bell to Mexico. Like, that's just... Twitch chat back to normal? Twitch chat is back to normal, I think. Let's go this next. These monitors displaying the cockpit and parts of the plane's exterior. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Okay, that's good. It's the outside of the plane. Most intruders could not hope to approach without being spotted, but such measures would be mere child's play in my case. So you can get past cameras with ease. You have to teach me how. Oh no, girl, that's not you don't want this guy as a mentor. Not a big taco guy? Me neither. That's probably why I haven't been to Taco Bell. Are there any Adventure Time enjoys in the chat? I mean, I'm low-key an Adventure Time enjoyer, I just haven't... I've watched maybe 10% of it. 10 years ago. Sorry, Ouija. But thank you for switching back. Kay gets in trouble. What a great skill. I'm not the type to take on understudies. Damn. I want there to be a Tequila 2.0. That would be so fun. We got those two, and then we finally got this one. You got a Bubbleen backpack? Wait, that's so cute. I do know about Bubbleen, though. This monitor is displaying a feed of this very room. They didn't go cheap when they bought these, huh? Very high res. Oh? I'm afraid I can't tell myself, but I can even see the little crow's feet around your eyes. Oh, my bad. They're just the usual deeply etched lines. You know, on your forehead. If you've quite finished. Yeah, if you're done, just pointing out all my flaws to me. All right, I think that's everything on the monitors. It is. Let's talk to the door. President is on the other side of this door. What a door it is. I could get the better of it. No, girl. I don't think you can pick a lock on this door. Oh, she's gonna try and unlock the door. Hopefully Twitch chat doesn't back out again anytime soon. Fingers crossed, but just, like, let me know in the Discord again if something goes wrong. Do I still have it open? Oh, I don't still have it open. Okay, never mind. You won't be able to reach me. So let me open Discord again, just in case. Calm down, Kay, and think. Why might this door be locked? For me to open it, of course. Precisely. For you to open it, of course. Yeah, what is the answer? It's closed because he wants to hide. I don't know why he wants to hide or what he wants to hide, but he wants to hide. Let's talk to Tabby. Suspicion of murder. I didn't do it. I'm a reporter. I bag scoops, not souls. But then why lie about your jacket and the laser sight? I knew y'all would think it was fishy. Is that really all it was? Please, you gotta believe me. I could never do something like this, says the girl with a bear trap on her backpack. I'd like to tell you everything will be all right, but just try not to worry too much. If you really are innocent, I'll prove it, one way or another. One way or another. Love that song. I love the OG by Blondie, but unfortunately, I am also a massive fan of the One Direction cover of that song. Big fan of that too. Thanks, Chief. I believe in you. How many times must I tell you? I am not your chief. Oh, sorry, Ruffles. Clean forgot you were chief number 2. That's not what I meant. Well, that's all we've got to talk to her for now. Let's investigate the body. Let's scour the scene and inspect anything. Alright. Foot. It's the victim, Mr. Bashan Rook, bodyguard to the president of Zhongfa. One of the guys that brought the president inside, which means he continued to do his duty right up until his dying breath. At least he'll get posthumously promoted. Plot twist, Edgeworth killed him? Listen, 2 Edgeworth false accusations of murder are enough for me. I don't need more. Hey, it's better to know when to say nothing at all than when to end up with your foot in your mouth. Bodyguards don't even operate on the same rank promotion system as the police. Alright, there's a suitcase and it's empty. It's a bulletproof... Oh, how do you say that word? Attache? Attache? I don't know. Bodyguards use them to shield their clients from gunfire. There were some in Kay's photograph, too. They each had one. Looks like Rook and Knight each had one. So where's Knight's? First time is correct. I don't remember which way I said it the first time. Was it attache? I think that was the first attempt. Oh hey, that's the photo I snatched. You can hardly steal a photo at a public event, Kay. But I'm snatching up a moment in time with every picture I take, you know? I take it snatch is your new favorite word. Maybe? Aw, Cody, thank you for wiggling for mayor. I love that emote so much. I'm on the wait list right now to get a new animated emote done, and I'm excited. The gun. So the victim was also carrying a revolver. Looks like he was trying to use it. Probably drew it on instinct when he felt threatened. We should check to see if he managed to fire any rounds off. Okay, so he has not shot the gun. Is this one on loan from Zhongfa? Yes. We're always issued with the same model gun. There's a connection. Give the syllables in the same stress as each other, like Attaché? 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 I can't not put emphasis on any one syllable. Like, I can't not emphasize, so I just have to go attaché in a very monotone voice. Okay, 6-shot revolver and Rook's gun. I think that is, yeah, there's the connection. They're the same gun. So the gun that was used to do the shooting was also on loan from Zheng Fa. The two guns are exactly the same, meaning it's likely that the one we found is also from Zheng Fa. Interesting. More emphasis on the last, if you were. Attaché. Attaché? Attaché. Yeah, exactly. I just have to just do complete straight face. Attaché. Attaché. I'm not used to that at all. The bodyguards all get their guns from the Zheng Fa authorities, right? Yes. Are they, like, super rare or anything? No, I don't believe so. This model isn't exactly easy to come by in this country, but it's certainly not impossible either. Ooh, and here I thought they might be valuable treasures. Yes, it is something of a shame. Whoa! I just mentioned treasures and you actually responded for once. I only mean to point out that if the guns were rarer, it would be much easier to trace them, which would have made them treasures of the evidence variety, I suppose. He's such a nerd. Ha! See? Everything's a treasure hunt one way or another, including this investigation. Hey, Fluffy Locky, how you doing? Welcome in, nice to see you. You could say that. Alright then, it's treasure hunting time. On with the investigation. She certainly seems a lot more enthusiastic all of a sudden. Well, of course she's enthusiastic, it's treasure hunting time. French places a slight emphasis on the last syllable of words, and then equal emphasis on the syllables before it. Attaché. Attaché. Got it. French is a fun language. It is fun. I tried learning it for a while at school, and I also tried learning it for a while on Duolingo, but then I've kind of given up on both. I think if I'm gonna learn a language, I want to try and learn Mandarin because I work with a lot of Chinese customers in specifically, and a lot of them don't speak English. So it gets, there's a communication barrier there. So potentially learning a little bit of Mandarin might help me. The bullet seems to have entered just under his armpit and went clean through his body. Okay. So where did the bullet go? He was hit in an area his bulletproof vest didn't cover. Like it was on purpose or something, huh? Cause of death would appear to be loss of blood. Attempts were made to stanch it, but to no avail. Alright. The medics must have been brought in to try and save him. It was too little, too late. Alright, I think that's another connection we can make. The vest and the bullet through the body. I think the bullet went through the body and lodged in the vest? Potentially? I'm so good. Not as interesting as Louisiana Creole. I've never even heard of Louisiana Creole. Is that a French dialect or is it like is it something else? 2 bullets were fired in total. We know this because 2 shots were heard. One traveled through the flag and into the balloon. The other took Mr. Rook's life. But there's a bullet in the president's vest too, right? How is that possible? How indeed? The numbers don't add up. However, there is one possible explanation. There is? After passing through his body, the bullet that took Mr. Rook's life then found itself lodged in the vest. In other words, 2 of our bullets were in fact 1. No way! He's right. If the president hadn't been wearing that vest, things could have been a lot worse. And he wasn't injured at all by the impact? Even when obstructed by a vest, a bullet can inflict serious damage. Sure, I've known guys who got broken bones that way, but the president's okay. He's made of strong stuff. Sounds like he didn't even need a vest. Let's not get carried away here. Hey, Valeska, welcome in, how you doing? So Louisiana Creole is a dialect of French. Okay. Wow. French really just made it kinda everywhere, huh? France was a big colonial power, I guess. I don't know that much about, like, colonial history and stuff like that. I should, you know, maybe do a little more research on that type of stuff. I want that bullet's ballistic markings analyzed. Remind me what those are again? Guns leave a unique pattern of grooves on every bullet they fire. By examining these grooves, we can use them to identify which gun it came from. Think of them as fingerprints of a sort. Ah, bullet fingerprints. You can tell all that from a bullet? Then what are we waiting for? Analyze away. Might be easier said than done. That bullet hit solid armor. The impact will have completely flattened it. You'll be lucky if there's anything left for forensics to find. What? Oh, but I was all set for some analyzing. Bummer. Bullets have fingers. No, that's not quite what they meant. That's quite enough investigating for now. Ugh, what is taking so long, Detective Gumshoe? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, have you solved the case? No, not yet. Is that so? Then perhaps interviewing another key witness might help you to do so. Another witness? Who? You don't mean... The most important witness of all. The man on the other side of that door. He really intends to have me question the president? Now, if you would be so kind as to summon him, Mr. Edgeworth. Stop right there, DeKiller. You're nuts if you think I'd let him anywhere near you. Well, Mr. President, I'm sure you are watching us through your security feed, aren't you? In which case, I politely request that you show yourself. That is, if you value your bodyguard's life. Is he coming out? Are we getting a president reveal? Uh-oh. Oh no. Well then, if nothing else, we now know what kind of a man you really are. Mr. President! Stop, you can't do this! Let's all just calm down, alright? Come on, detective. Where the blazes are you? Yee! Well, something's happened. The lights, what's happening? Listen well, Mr. Edgeworth. I would advise you to stay very still. It seems I will not be granted my audience with the president after all, even with Mr. Knight's life as my bargaining chip. No, stop! Ah! Kay! You won't get away with this, DeKiller. Wait, has he taken Kay instead? No! I have seen enough, and now I know the truth. Where are you? Where did you go? Ugh. I leave the rest in your capable hands, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, it looks like he didn't take Kay with... Did he take Kay with him? Worth. Mr. Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe? Sir! Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Okay, Kay's alright. I thought he might have taken Kay instead of Knight, but okay. Okay, Knight's there. It was just DeKiller that left? Oh, he took the boat and the oar. He's gone sailing. I must have been knocked unconscious. Sir, you're okay. Are you alright, Mr. Edgeworth? Never mind me. He didn't hurt you, did he, Kay? I thought DeKiller would, have kidnapped Kay, and I was gonna have a whole thing like, great. Phoenix Wright, Miles Edgeworth, shaking hands over having their assistant slash daughters slash little sister figures, kidnapped by Shelley DeKiller. Hey, Sean, how you doing? Welcome in. Now I'm fine. Only just woke up myself. My head will be sore for a while, but that's about it. So you can stop worrying. Detective, did you manage to stop DeKiller? I'll take that as a no. Well, see, Miss Lloyd came running out of the plane and, she told us he'd flown the coop. We were too late. I'm sorry, sir. What he got over there told us something too. Seems there's an inflatable boat missing from by the window. The killer must have stolen it and rowed himself across the lake. What about the cordon around the park? I'd called everybody back in to stake out the plane, including the guy stationed across the water. No! So he's completely slipped through our fingers? Not the best look for the department, but yeah. Hey, Edgeworth! Mr. Knight, you're alive. Yeah, no thanks to that murderer. Oh, that reminds me. I found this lying on the ground next to you, Mr. Edgeworth. A calling card, marked with a seashell. Deja vu. Recovering from bronchitis? Oh my goodness. Sean, I'm glad that you're over the worst of it at least. I hope you continue to feel better soon. Guess he wanted to leave a message. Okay, the calling card is back. I have no idea where this case is going to go. Like, I'm actually so confused. I have got no clue who I'm even suspicious of at this point. The killer usually leaves these next to the bodies of his victims. Oh, but you're not dead, sir. But I could have been. Maybe that's the message. I can't stop thinking about his parting words. I've seen enough, and now I know the truth. I leave the rest in your capable hands. So he's figured out the case, and now he's like, okay, I figured it out, I'm leaving. Whatever, why ever the hell I'm so lost. The truth about what? Roger that. All clear out here, sir. Over. What's going on? That was the president. He's coming out. He's coming out? Guys, the president is gay. Everybody, congratulate the president. He's gay now. Plot twist, Rook gets up and does a sick backflip. Oh, if only. Now? I still can't get over the fact that his abs are so defined you can see them through like 3 layers of suit. A gay president? Not in my America? I mean if certain recent rumors are true, you guys may have had a couple of gay presidents, actually. Started as a normal cold on Thanksgiving and triggered my chronic illness, which landed me in the hospital. Then after I got out, it progressed to bronchitis. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I have no words to describe how much I am feeling for you, Sean. I'm sorry that it's just gotten so bad. I had an ex who used to call me Bubba for some reason. What the heck? That's so cursed. Oh no, I have to give this guy a voice. Are his eyes purple? They look kind of mauve. So he's the president of Zhongfa, Mr. Jijin Wang. And you are... Oh, that voice is gonna kill my throat. Let's hope this man does not talk much. It's an honor to meet you, Mr. President. My name is Mars Edgeworth. The honor is all mine, Mr. Edgeworth. This is a shit voice. I am Jijin Wang. Your efforts on behalf of Zhongfa have not gone unnoticed. I'm glad I'm here and can enjoy the vibes, and thanks for the thoughts. I'm glad you're here too. I'm glad that you are recovering. You must be referring to the Yatagarasu case. Thank you, sir, but all I did was solve a few local cases of murder. You are too humble. I have been observing your investigation. You are an impressive operator, Mr. Edgeworth, even if the killer did get away. That's very kind of you to say. So he was watching through his security feed. Sadly, I must inform you that this is as far as your investigation goes. Huh? What do you mean? Hear me, foolish prosecutor, for I shall say this only once. I thought... For a second, I didn't think he was lifting his index finger. I thought he was flipping Edgeworth off. That guy looks like he'd be yelling all the time. Yeah. He looks like the kind of guy who'd have a big, booming voice, but alas, I don't want to yell. I don't want to yell more than I usually do. Knight has apprised me of the state of affairs, and from this point forward, the case will be handled by Zhongfa's police force, the finest in the world. Even with the killer out of the picture, they're still looking to get me thrown off the case? What do you think you're doing, pal? Nobody talks to Edgeworth like that. If it hadn't have been for him, the killer would have... Detective. Forgive him, Mr. President, but I must confess to being somewhat confused. I fail to see how or why this case falls within Zhongfa's jurisdiction. You fail to see? Enough, puny prosecutor. Puny? You're gonna look at how broad Miles Edgeworth's shoulders are and you're gonna call him puny? You seek explanations from a head of state? I say no. 1,000 times no. I will not explain myself to you. Now hand over the evidence you have gathered and remove yourselves from this plane. I'd do as he says if I were you, Mr. Edgeworth. Whoops. This can't really be the end of the line, can it? Surely not. Case evidence handed to Mr. Knight. Wow. Tutorial case and we're already kicked off and can't do anything. Why? Why let us come so far only to pull the case out from under us? Now, you may leave. Knight, detain the suspect. Yes, sir, right away. To make an attempt on my life, to murder one of my faithful servants, the effrontery, the villainy. I didn't murder nobody. 'Cause I... Shut your mouth, Miss Journalist. Answer me this. In a world already lousy with lies, with deception, with sin and iniquity, can we stand by and suffer yet another crime to go unpunished? I say no, 1,000 times no. There can be no forgiveness. There can be no surrender. Why, you ask me? Then I will tell you. He's hiding something. I'm certain of it. And if I leave now, we'll never know the truth. So the president is in on whatever's happened. Maybe the president wanted to get Rook killed? But he wanted to stage it as his own assassination? Interesting. Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Mr. Edgeworth, there's gotta be something we can do. Let me tap my finger on my arm for a minute. Think, Miles. Remember, how many times have you faced situations like this in the courtroom? You've confronted the lies of witnesses and countered the arguments of other lawyers. Has the critical evidence always been laid at your feet? No. And yet you always got to the truth of the situation in the end, with your greatest weapon of all. Your words. He's saying this aloud, by the way. This is in the white text and not the blue text. He's just monologuing to everybody about how good he is at being a lawyer. Oh, it's chess time. Now, let us analyze the state of play. Begone, puny prosecutor, or do you dare defy the direct order of a president? He's not going to listen. He clearly means to drown out any objection by means of pure rhetorical force. When an opponent is on the offensive, the best thing I can do is bide my time and wait for an opening. As he said himself, he's a head of state, a seasoned politician. He won't open himself up to attack easily. I can't let him bully me into submission. I have to stay calm and alert. By the way, once again, he's saying all of this aloud. If I can read his movements and expressions correctly, I may be able to find my moment. My first aim should be to find out why he is insisting on Zhongfa taking over the case. The board is set. Time to make my opening gambit. Mind chess. Commence. So who will take over the case? Explain to me why I'm off the case. This one. Could you at least explain to me why I am off the case? Imbecile, cease your insolent jabbering. I need not explain myself to you. My reasons are my own and they are none of your concern. If you want to take this any further, I'll need a clue of some kind. Let me try another tack for now. So who will take over the case? Please, about... Whoa. Interrupted? Did I give you permission to speak? No, 1,000 times no! Bide my time. Let him talk. Let him run his head. I'm the leader of Zhongfa. I have no time for your insolent backchat. I was simply hoping to confirm one basic fact. You say that the investigation will now be assigned to your national police force? I do. Now enough of your pointless questions. Bide my time. He hasn't given us anything yet. We have to wait for him to give us something. Good boy. The interior of this plane is the sovereign territory of Zhongfa. You have no rights here. Is that so? Could it be that our current location itself is significant somehow? I should keep that in mind. It could be a useful clue. Maybe explain now? Could you at least explain to me why I'm off the case? Imbecile, cease your insolent jabbering. No, I think that was wrong. Perhaps it's time to employ my clue. Are they related to our current location? In the course of our conversation, I've deduced certain facts from your behavior, Mr. President. For example, you seem particularly aggressive when discovering our current location. You smarmy smart aleck. As you said yourself, the presidential plane is the sovereign territory of Zhongfa, and from that we can infer that you believe the rules of extraterritoriality apply inside here. No. Are we really doing extraterritoriality again? Someone free me. Please. Get me out. Get me out of here. What the heck? Enough. Cease your objectionable whining. Things getting too hot for you? I like that. You can rant and roar all you like, but you won't escape my scrutiny. It was unmistakable. The moment I mentioned extraterritoriality, you became visibly agitated. There we go, there's a piece gone. Oh, he's calmed down. You think you're clever, don't you? Let me answer your little question. It's true. Extraterritoriality applies. Your laws mean nothing here. And why does that matter, you ask? It matters because it means you are powerless. You have neither influence nor authority here. Interesting. So the extraterritoriality issue does have something to do with all of this. Rage baited versus rage baited? That's exactly what this is. Mind chess? Did you mean rage baiting? Let's dig a little deeper into the claim that the plane is sovereign territory, shall we? Okay, we're back to the start. This next move will surely decide the victor. He may be the president, but nobody is untouchable. I just have to find the right angle of attack. Does that rule really apply here? You believe that extraterritoriality applies here, but can you prove it? Do you even understand what you are asking? Of course, if I didn't, I wouldn't ask it. Have you no shame? Calling into question the good word of one such as myself? Bide my time? Maybe? I have no more time for this. You clearly cannot be saved from your own foolishness. You needn't worry about me. I'm not the one who needs saving. That would be Ms. Lloyd, the woman who is being wrongfully accused of this crime. Your chivalry is admirable, but it changes nothing. The right to extraterritoriality cannot be denied. This is Zhongfa. If I want to take this any further, I'll need a clue of some kind. Let me try another tack for now. I think I need to do something else here. You believe that extraterritoriality applies here. Have you no shame? I have nothing to be ashamed of. You must have realized by now what a massive corner you've talked yourself into. Worthless, meaningless buster. Okay, that's bad. Okay, that was bad. Damn it. Oh no, our time. I have to stay calm and alert. If I can read his movements and expressions correctly, I might be able to find an opening. Maybe it's this one? Surely you see that you've overplayed your hand. Nobody asked for your opinion. You need only obey me, nothing else. Bide my time? You dare tell me how to govern, how to lead? You dare contradict me? On the matter of Miss Lloyd's guilt? Yes, I do. No, she is guilty. She is the culprit. There is nothing left to debate. Bide my time? I'm so confused. Who else could have fired from outside the plane? There's no other viable suspect. Fascinating. So he's claiming that Miss Lloyd fired at him from outside the plane. This could be a vital clue. All right, does that rule really apply here? You believe that extraterritoriality applies here, but can you prove it? Do you even understand what you're asking? I think they wanted me to bide my time here. No more time for this. You clearly cannot be saved from foolishness. You need to worry about me. That'll be Miss Lloyd. Chivalry is admirable, but it changes nothing. Time to deploy my clue. Okay, here we go. She fired at you from outside the plane? Oh! If she shot him outside the plane, then extraterritoriality can't even apply because the crime happened in Japanifornia. I may not be able to call the extraterritoriality of the presidential plane into doubt. However, according to you, she shot at you from outside the aircraft, correct? In which case, extraterritoriality could not possibly apply in this case. Your assertion is entirely without merit, and the detainment of Miss Lloyd cannot be justified. How could I have... bested by a mere prosecutor? But I am the president! The president! Checkmate. Let's go, gang! It's an interesting game mode, but I'm struggling with a little. I trust you won't mind if we continue our investigation now, Mr. President? Grr. I like his nose movements in his different sprites. I hereby, officially and unreservedly, confirm my approval. Consider it a gesture of the magnanimity and generosity for which my good office is known. Yes, for without noble acts such as these, unmistakably and irrefutably for which reason we hereby... There can be no other outcome, for our goals are lofty and our hearts... What is he on about? People of Zhongfa, I swear to you here and now, this investigation will continue. Oh, that when he could have just said, okay, you got me? Mr. Knight, if you would care to return the evidence, take it. There we go, we got our stuff back. Extraterritorialistic expialidocious. Yeah, I feel like that's what I have to say every time I'm told to say extraterritoriality. But I think I'm getting the hang of it. You did it, Mr. Edgeworth. We sure did. And now the investigation can continue. Whatever. Enjoy your pocket full of pawns. I'll be over here enjoying how you put them into play. Then you will definitely enjoy my next move. Mr. President, one more favor if you would be so kind. Is Twitch chat fixed? I think so. I think so, Moth. Also, hello, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. What is it? Could you please give us your testimony concerning the incident itself? Now you want me to testify? Whoa. That's your next move? If you want the president to testify, you'll have to take him to court. All in good time, Mr. Knight. He will get his day in court soon enough. Whoa. Wait, does he think the president is the killer? But if a person of interest refuses to cooperate at the investigative stage of the process, they are obliged to provide detailed justification as to their reasons for doing so. That's... What's the matter? Is there something you'd rather we didn't know? Ooh, it's a cover-up. Why is his default move pointing a gun at us? Because he's a dickhead, that's why. Stand down, Knight. I'll do as the prosecutor asks. Thank you for your cooperation. Not the bow, you sassy bitch. Now listen, and listen well. Alright. Oh, this voice is making my throat hurt a little. Where was I when the incident occurred? The stage, of course. Suddenly, Rook and Knight jumped in front of me. Then, bang! A shot rang out, and a plain, unblemished balloon of red exploded nearby. Not hesitating for an instant, my bodyguards tried to escort me back to the safety of the plane. And then, the second shot. The bullet went right through Rook and lodged itself in the bulletproof vest I was wearing. Okay, I think I'm potentially seeing the problem here. I don't remember the times in which all of the photos that Kay was taking were taken, but I think that will be what helps. Hey, Bob, happy Tuesday. How you doing? I guess if you look at it in one way, the president is also a victim here. Yes, the victim of an attempted assassination. Rook was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. But that makes it even weirder. Why would the target of a crime try to obstruct the investigation? My guess is that there's something behind all this that he doesn't want made public. A cover-up, huh? I knew there was more to this case than meets the eye. And the president isn't the only one who knows the truth. Isn't that right, Mr. Knight? Time to get to the bottom of this once and for all. Alright, let's see. Okay, let's press everything first. Sometimes I get cocky and I just start presenting, and I think that's just the wrong way for me to go. I think I need to stay safe and I need to press. How would you describe the incident? He's calling me naive for some reason. I was involved in a craven attempt to silence me with cold steel. Okay. Okay, so that one is not the one we present.
Hold it.
When they stepped in to protect you, were you aware of the fact that you were being targeted? Was I aware? No. Okay. I stepped up to the podium. I enter another world entirely. A place of rapture. Oh, okay. Bioshock reference? I'm eating some very disappointing snickerdoodles right now. What are snickerdoodles? I don't remember. I think that's called stage fright. 1,000 times no. He really likes saying no thousands of times, huh? I wonder how many no's this man has gone through in his life. A shot rang out and a plain unblemished balloon of red exploded nearby. Shit. Press. White people taco time. I hope you like it, man. About that red balloon, you trying to test me? No, I simply wish to confirm what you remember. Very well. There were two very large, very round balloons, one on either side of the stage. Their deep crimson hue looks dark against the sky, just as the security plan said they would. The same security plan we found in the trash can, I assume. Rook and Knight leapt to my aid just before the balloon exploded. Not hesitating for an instant, my bodyguards tried to escort me. Shit. I keep pressing A instead of Q.
Hold
it. You said they tried to escort you back onto the plane. Yes, that is exactly what I said. They threw open their attaché cases. That must be the moment Kay captured on camera, and immediately moved to help me back onto the aircraft. And then the second shot.
Hold it.
Snickerdoodles are cookies that have cinnamon in them, and I'm not fully sure how to describe them. Wait, they sound so good though. I love cookies and I love cinnamon. I'm sorry that you're not enjoying them, Bob. Because they sound like they're meant to be quite good. Do you know where the second bullet went? Is that how you treat a foreign dignitary, or do you really think such leading questions are necessary? My students insist on going over the same details again and again, even went. Bullet went right through Rook and lodged itself in the bulletproof vest I was wearing. The ones I have are cooked way too much on the bottom. Dang. Yeah, I can't do overcooked cookies. I don't like it, just, I don't know. The taste and the texture just go way too whack. He was a man amongst men, a real hero. The mere impact of the bullet took my breath away, and yet he had the strength to grab me and rush me back inside the presidential plane. You and the victim entered the plane together, is that correct? Yes, he offered his noble protection, and I gladly accepted it. All was as it should be, da 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 da. So nothing helped. He is lying, but where is he lying? The president looks like a Leo. You're so right. He is a lion. Right, let's look at these things. Oh. Suddenly, and a plain unblemished balloon of red exploded nearby. The Steel Samurai balloon isn't red. Is where we can start. You say it was a plain red balloon that burst, but I strongly beg to differ. What? Take a look at this. I think you'd agree that it's hardly plain, wouldn't you? He's like, how dare you call the Steel Samurai plain? Last time I will be buying from the Kroger bakery. Damn. Gotta boycott Kroger. Bad snickerdoodles. No, I love this sprite though. Look at that facial expression. What? Who is that? Mr. President, meet the Steel Samurai. I would have hoped you might recognize him, especially if you were hoping to ingratiate yourself with the people of this country. Yeah, you need to watch the Jammer Ninja too. He's amazing. So you see, the balloon that was struck by the bullet was anything but plain. It was, in fact, of the Steel Samurai. But the briefing mentioned 2 plain red balloons. And there they are on the right on the security plan. They do look pretty plain, don't they? Just simple round balloons. Knight, what is the meaning of this? Explain yourself. Yes, Mr. President. It seems the Steel Samurai balloon was borrowed at the last minute, sir. Borrowed? That's what we were told. Guess they only reported the incident to us bodyguards, though. Seems there was a little trouble here on site last night. One of the original balloons burst somehow. So they swapped it in as an emergency replacement? Yeah, one of the stall holders happened to have it. From what I hear, he was more willing to lend it out. A very happy-go-lucky kind of guy, they said. A happy-go-lucky stall holder with a Steel Samurai balloon to spare. Huh, is this gonna be Larry? How much do you want to bet it's Larry? They filled just the bottom part up with air to make it look like the other ornamented balloon. Oh! So it was kind of a plain red balloon. So while it was a Steel Samurai balloon, it was made to look like a plain red one above water. Is that the long and short of it? Knight, why was I not informed of this? It really is always the butts. I'm sure it's gonna be the butts this time as too. Sorry, sir. We didn't think it was a pressing issue. And indeed, you saw it and you know different, correct? Yes. I suppose so. Would he really have mistaken the Steel Samurai's pants for a plain red balloon? Still, Mr. President, I struggle to see how you wouldn't have noticed something different about the balloon. Of course! What's that outburst for? Now I remember. I could barely see the balloon. You couldn't see it? That's right. The wind was blowing too hard. The flags to the sides of the stage were flapping incessantly and blocking my view. Is that so? Yes, those 2 flags. They were being blown back towards me. There would have been a strong wind blowing right around the time of the incident, strong enough to blow the flags in just such a fashion. But does that conflict in any way with our understanding of the case? Yes, it does. I think that affects... because the bullet went through the flag. It contradicts what we know of the case where the shots came from the came from the left side of the audience through the flag to the balloon. If the flag was blowing backwards, it would have been coming from a completely different trajectory. Correct? Thank you, Mr. President. Your testimony has revealed yet another contradiction. It has? Yes, a contradiction that could turn this entire case on its head. When I arrived on the scene, the wind had died down and the flags were resting calmly for the most part. But if the wind had previously been blowing the flags as the president describes, a certain piece of evidence suddenly takes on a very different meaning. Which piece of evidence contradicts the stated conditions of the stage at the time of the incident? The flag. Yes, this.
Take that!
The extrapolations of the bullet. Finished my homework? Nice. Welcome back, Ivanovich. Earlier, we deduced that the bullet that struck the steel samurai balloon and the bullet that passed through the flag were one and the same. From these two things, we further deduced the trajectory that the bullet must have taken. And we concluded that our shooter must have fired from the left side of the spectator area. But if the flags were blowing as the president describes, our conclusion becomes quite different. No way! If the flags were pointed in the other direction? Exactly. Our trajectory changes completely. The trajectory comes from the president! Wait. And if we trace that trajectory back to its source, we can ascertain who really fired that shot. Wait, but Mr. Edgeworth, that would mean... Yes, I know. We may not yet understand the reason why, but it can only have been one person who did it. Who does the bullet's new trajectory implicate the one that fired the shot? Knight did! Wait, because Knight was in front of the president in that direction. Knight fired the bullet? The person who fired that shot was none other than you, Mr. Knight. What? I work better under pressure? I don't know if I work better under pressure or not. I think it depends on the pressure. If the pressure is really immediate, I work well under it. But if it's pressure that I put on myself, then I can't handle it. Excuse me. The path from the balloon back through the flag leads directly to the spot where you were standing. But the guy's one of the president's bodyguards. Why the heck would he go around shooting balloons? This is absurd. What exactly are you trying to imply? That Mr. Knight, a man who has saved my life countless times, is my would-be assassin? Seriously, Edgeworth, we put up with a lot from you, but this? We're President Wang's bodyguards, with the pieces put on the board to protect the king. I'll handle this, Knight. Sorry, sir. Mr. Edgeworth, the wind was indeed blowing quite fiercely around the time of my speech, but the wind can pick up and die away in an instant, can it not? Therefore, I need proof that it was blowing hard enough to lift the flags during that crucial moment. Okay. The first shot was fired right around the time the president raised his fist. I have a piece of evidence that shows just that. Perhaps it can also show us what was happening with the flag then too. Ah! Is it this? The picture? Your proof is in this picture right here. I love the pictures. Kay is the goat. We had to finish this before 12. Oh, I don't know if I could handle that. Me, I genuinely couldn't tell you. Sorry, big yawn. If I worked well under pressure or not, because it's really just a big fat depends. Just, I don't know. Your proof is in this picture right here. Should be good. Which picture? Where? We can see which way the flag was really blowing right here. There.
Take that!
Well, do you deny that it clearly shows the flag? There we have it. Proof that it was blowing towards you at the moment of the shooting. So that means our pal over there did shoot the balloon? Making him the assassin? Mr. Knight. I don't think Knight is the assassin. Mr. Knight is not the assassin. He may have shot the balloon, but the president was on the other side of him entirely. Therefore, he can't have been aiming at his boss. Yeah, besides, why would he even shoot the balloon? What would be the point? And watch how you answer, or I might aim for something else next. This guy is way too trigger happy to be a bodyguard. Like, you need to have some restraint if you do a job like that. There was a point. I'm sure of it. If I can figure out what it was, perhaps I can finally put this whole conundrum to rest. Knight definitely shot the balloon. That fact alone changes everything about the case. Assassination attempt. Maybe it wasn't premeditated? Damn it. That's not quite right. Okay, let's go again. Maybe it's that he shot the balloon and his position is connected? Okay. To be fair, nobody can kill the president if you kill everybody. Yeah! Yeah! You're pretty... Yeah, that's correct. Lego games are on discount? Ooh, I don't think I've ever actually played a Lego video game. Why did Knight's assigned position change? I told you, I can't turn my neck to the right. I could only cover the president's left side. Who is your favorite suspect in all of the Ace Attorney games so far, if any? Suspect? Edgeworth? Edgeworth was a suspect. Maya has been a suspect several times. Those two. No, I'm going ruling out main characters. That's a really good question. Larry, I don't mind Larry. I think Edgeworth is epic. Oh yeah, I love Edgeworth. Edgeworth is one of, if not my favorite character in the games. I think he's incredible. I think he's very cool. Has Kay ever been a suspect? Because Kay has very quickly become my favorite character in, like, favorite suspect? Lana Skye. From the 5th case in the first game. Love her. I think she was in Lesbians with Mia, but I can't prove it. But no, her. I think she's my favorite. Harry was good, Lana is cool. Yeah, I think Lana's very cool. I can't think of any of the others. I did like Acro. Even though, like, he wasn't even a suspect, he was just the culprit. Hated Max Galactica. Liked Iris. Iris was an interesting character. I'm trying to remember all of, like, the people who have been suspects. That's really hard. Most of mine are in the newer titles because of the animations. Oh! Sorry, you just made me think. If we're going by... If we're going by, I completely forgot. Espella and Darklaw from, Ace Attorney versus Phoenix Wright. No. Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney versus Phoenix Wright. AKA, that's just Phoenix Wright versus Phoenix Wright. No. I like Espella and Darklaw as well. From the Layton, spin-off collab game thing. Crossover, that's the word. There's a lot of them. Mostly women. I think the women in this game are very well... All of them, but, like, I think a lot of the women in this game are quite well written and quite, intriguing characters. But is that the only reason? Let us suppose that the plan hadn't changed, that Knight had remained posted on the left. Given that he was unable to turn his head to the right, would he even have been able to shoot the balloon closest to him? Could it be that the security plan was changed for the express purpose of popping one of the balloons? And if we suppose that to be the case, the two plans are different. Was the security detail reorganized at some point? Yeah, we made some last-minute changes yesterday. President's orders. President's orders. The president was the one who ordered the change. All right, we gotta go back to the Mind Palace. Oh, there's only 2 left. So did the president premeditate his own assassination? If I'm reading things right, the president knew in advance about the balloon shooting, which means he must have had foreknowledge that he would be in someone's crosshairs today as well. And if that's true, then everything else that's been bothering me falls neatly into place. How did the shooter get a gun past such heavy security? And why would they then carry out the shooting wearing such a conspicuous item of clothing? Why use a laser sight that would give away their location in an instant? It was a red herring. Oh my goodness, the laser sight is red, the coat is red. Is it all because the herring is also red? Boom. Mind blown. My favorite suspect from the original trilogy is probably Jake Marshall. Oh, he was cool. Like the cowboy guy? Yeah, he was pretty cool. And how did the president suffer no injuries at all despite a direct hit to his vest? These are the questions that Knight and the president don't want us to consider. There is only one possible reason for Mr. Knight to have fired his gun: to create the illusion of an assassination attempt. What? Huh? Ugh. Idiot. You do understand what you're saying? Oh, I understand all too well. I understand everything now. Most of all, I understand why you were so keen to take this investigation off my hands, Mr. President. You wanted your real plans to remain hidden. How dare you speak to me that way? Is this some sort of sick joke? Oh, it's no joke, I assure you. It is simply the truth as revealed by the careful application of logic and reasoning. No more. The first shot was fired by Mr. Knight with the specific intention of hitting that balloon. The sound of gunfire and the bursting of the balloon were guaranteed to cause a panic. And then he fired again. He did? Yes. He fired 2 bullets, both of which were aimed at the balloon. As for why he did so, it's because the second shot was designed to create the impression that the president had been hit. So then, what's the deal with the one in the vest? I'm willing to bet that bullet was planted there long before the shooting ever occurred. Yeah. That bullet wasn't from this shooting, and because the bullet flattens itself when it hits the vest, you cannot physically prove what gun that bullet came out of. So it just it's an easy way of erasing the evidence around it. I love him when his cheeks get puffy. So Mr. Heroic President didn't take a bullet after all? That's not true. I was shot, I tell you. We'll be able to verify that for ourselves once we take a closer look at the bullet. At the very least, we can expect to find traces of Mr. Rook's blood on it, correct? No. But you said it yourself. You found the shooter in a photograph, the person with the red hood. I thought I made myself clear. The trajectory points to only one possible shooter, Mr. Knight. And where does Tabby fit into all of this? She was simply one part of their plan. In order to place the suspicion elsewhere, they set about creating a fake assassin. The highly suspicious person with the red hood. I have yet to ascertain exactly how complicit Miss Lloyd was in the whole scheme, but I can say with some confidence that none of the shots were fired by her. I expect her only job was to point a laser sight at the president. That's right. Then I was tasked with turning your jacket inside out the moment the crowd flew into a panic, yes. Thus making the mysterious red-hooded shooter disappear in the blink of an eye. Then, when the gun and the security plan were later found in the trash can, it would have all appeared to have been the work of an assassin so skilled they could vanish into thin air. Well, then the case would have gone cold. Exactly what our friends here were hoping for. Makes sense now why they wanted you off the case. Indeed. Because the entire affair was a cheap ruse perpetrated by the president himself. Okay, but Rook is still dead. like, Rook is still very dead. So, like, how did that happen? How did Rook die? That's definitely a lion's roar for sure. Oh! He unabbed? His abs are gone. What? Was he sucking in like crazy the entire time? Did he have like a corset on that gave the print of like abs? How does that work? No way. The presidential mask has well and truly slipped. Admit it, the entire assassination was a lie, wasn't it? If that stupid chief prosecutor hadn't insisted on assigning you. Could I let this happen? Reminds me of the old man from the other game, but in reverse. Exactly! That old guy that ended up being, like, that, like, evil soldier guy, and then we had to defeat him again.
Objection!
Who the fuck was that high knight? That's enough, Edgeworth. Knight! Sorry, but I'm speaking with the president right now. Yeah, well, I'm doing my job as a knight and protecting my king. Okay, we get it. You're good with guns. I hate this guy. So go ahead. Keep running your mouth. Perhaps it would be better if we stuck to threatening each other with words. Yeah, Edgeworth is like, the gun? He wouldn't. Would he? Nah, I don't need this thing to shut you up. All right, my move. Question. You claim I fired my gun from on stage. How do you figure I did that in front of a crowd of thousands? Are the suitcases? An excellent point. Time for my counter move, I suppose. You had a certain something that allowed you to conceal your actions. A certain something, huh? Pretty specific. What did Knight use to hide his actions from the crowd? The suitcase!
Take that!
Going to sleep? Good night, Ivanovich. Thank you for sticking around. I hope you had a good time, and I hope you sleep well. Oh, here we go again. My attaché case. Yes. Take a look at Kay's photograph. Your right hand is completely Oh, he could have been holding the gun there! Yo! At the very moment this picture was taken, you were firing your gun. And in such a way that you wouldn't be detected.
Objection!
You don't like to let the facts get in the way of a good theory, do you, Edgeworth? Shame you don't seem to have noticed. Noticed what? That theories are all you have. Conjectures. Nothing more. The flag was billowing in the wind at precisely the right moment. I hid my gun with my attaché case, which challenged the security plan because I couldn't turn my head. It's all just speculation. Circumstantial evidence. At best, you can't prove any of it. You literally can't turn your head. You told us that, Mr. Mohawk. Ugh. If you at least had the bullet that burst the balloon, you might have a scrap of credibility. Imagine you could have run forensics to see if it matched my gun. But no, that bullet is at the bottom of the lake. You gonna go dredge it up? I hate to say it, but he's right. I don't have anything concrete. I thought not. Maybe now you can shut your mouth. Oh, who's holding it? It's her. Ms. Lloyd. Of course, she could shed some light on this whole situation. I just need to get her to talk. What's the matter? Something you want to say, Miss Journalist? Never mind. That's what I thought. Miss Lloyd. I need you to be brave. If you don't speak up, the truth will be lost forever. You are a journalist after all, are you not? Dang it, I can't stay quiet any longer. Thanks. Thank goodness for being a blabbermouth, am I right?
Hey, you understand what you're doing, right? I'd think carefully before opening that mouth of yours. I was so focused on bagging me a scoop, I forgot the most important thing of all. Real journalists don't lie. Ain't no dang scoop if it ain't the truth. I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I should have showed you this before.
What is it?
It's the laser pointer I used on the president. But that's all I done. I never shot nobody. You stupid... I thought I told you. You squeal and you go down as an accomplice. It was him. He told me to do it. I was at Zhongfa's embassy, sniffing out a story like I told you. This was 3 days back. He comes up to me out of the blue, just starts talking. Help me out and I'll get you exclusive access to the president. That kind of stuff.
But what about the gun in the trash can?
That I don't know nothing about, I swear it. All he's told me was to wear a jacket with a red hood and to point their pointer at the president. I never thought for a minute it'd blow up in my face so bad. I'm sorry. Truly, I am.
Thank you, Ms. Lloyd. I'd like you to testify to that effect when this goes to trial. It ought to go a long way towards proving that the assassination was a sham.
Ugh. What's wrong with you people? Don't any of you know what's good for you?
My sympathies, Mr. Knight. Had you successfully removed me from this case as you'd intended, perhaps then you could have kept your pawn quiet.
Ugh.
Oh my goodness, he shot himself. That is definitely the facial expression of all time. So let me get this straight. You told Tabby, if you let slip about our fake assassination plot, we'll have you convicted for murder? Or something like that?
Of all the dirty... I said no such thing.
Oh. Hi, President. President Wang?
Give it up, Knight. It's time we came clean. It's our only choice.
So, Mr. President, you admit it. You admit that there was a plot to fake an assassination attempt.
I do. I'm sorry.
Looks like he got a facelift. Yeah. This guy got a reverse facelift when he got stunned, and then Knight got a facelift when he got stunned. But why? Why do something like that?
My popularity has been on the wane back home. I thought surviving an attempt on my life might give me the boost I needed. I know what we did was wrong, so yes, it was all lies. All of it.
And the bullet in the vest?
Was planted ahead of time. Wasn't hit by anything today.
Let's go. But then, what was up with the killer?
Our plan got out somehow. Then he just appeared hell-bent on turning our fake assassination into a real one.
Hence the red raincoat, I suppose. He'd hoped to get in close enough as the fake assassin to finish the job.
There is one thing I don't understand, though.
Oh? And what would that be? I mean, what I don't understand is how Rook is dead. I don't get it. Why is Rook dead?
Why did Rook have to die? If the whole thing was fake, how did he wind up getting killed for real?
That's true.
And therein lies the real question. He was a fine bodyguard, the best in fact. He may not have been a native of Zhongfa, but he was someone I could fully trust.
Ooh, oh, maybe Knight was jealous of Rook and wanted to be head bodyguard. So he took advantage of the fake assassination plot to actually kill Rook in the process? Question mark? Mr. Rook must have been really something to gain the trust of someone who'd hide from his own shadow.
Sounds like he was as trustworthy to the president as I am to you, huh, sir?
I believe that's for me to say, Detective, not you. Mr. Rook must have known about the plan too then, correct?
He wasn't aware of any specific details, so not really. I tried to involve him, but he refused.
And you would have done well to listen to him.
This is a tragedy. The life of a good man has been wasted. What was so great about him anyway?
Huh? What's gotten into him?
He was just another piece on the board, there to protect you. Nothing more. Mr. Knight, how could you? Who was it that actually went along with your plan, huh, Mr. President? Or that pious coward backed down when you needed him to step up the most? I value your support too, of course, but... Look, I'm your chief bodyguard now. That's all that matters.
Oh, he's showing his ass here.
And now that spineless fool Rook is gone, things are gonna... Oh,
Why am I using the president's voice on him?
things are gonna change around here. Thanks to me, genius strategist, grandmaster, rightful leader of this team. We are all well aware of your ambitions, Knight. But doesn't this seem a little imprudent to you? Why? My plan this time was perfect, as they always are, and as they...
Well, it wasn't perfect because Rook's dead. He's showing his ass. Like, he's gone mask off, as to say. Like, he's gone mask off. He did this just to get in the president's good graces and become head bodyguard. That's quite a statement, especially considering that your perfect plan was an abject failure.
Yeah, no thanks to you, and that buffoon Rook.
And how exactly was it Mr. Rook's fault?
If he hadn't died, the killer would have never come after me, and I wouldn't have had to let you on this plane. Please, Mr. Knight, you mustn't talk like that. Fine. The guy died protecting you, Mr. President. I'm sure that's just what he always wanted.
But did he die protecting the president? Wait, I thought the whole assassination thing was fake.
Oh, come on. Do I have to say everything twice? We planned a fake assassination, but somebody else came along and tried to make it real. 2 shots were fired, remember? Like you said, Edgeworth, one of them was the bullet I shot through that balloon. But the second? That wasn't me.
Oh, really? Then who did fire it?
The real assassin. But not the killer. His plan was to come after the president with a knife. No, the most likely suspect here is the piece cowering quietly in the corner. Our lily-white queen over there. What?
Oh, not her again.
Miss Lloyd? Again with this? I'm not your dang assassin. But is that really true? I, for one, don't believe it. The gun in the trash can. It can only belong to you.
Ooh, testimony time.
As soon as I shot that balloon, I rushed over there to help Rook escort the president back onto the plane. I left Rook here in this room while I secured the president in the safe room. When I came back out, Rook was lying there on the ground. Miss Journalist must have shot Rook while we were escorting the president off stage. That single killer shot was fired by the gun you found in the trash can. Oh, Jesus. My throat!
So you don't actually know when the victim was struck by the bullet, do you?
The knight doesn't protect the Rook, Edgeworth. He protects the king.
You want to translate? It means that his only concern was protecting the president.
Lose the king and you lose the game. Isn't it the first rule of chess?
But a win in which a key piece is sacrificed is a hollow victory indeed.
Doesn't matter. Still a victory. I kept the president safe. I win.
Well, it's a bit early to be calling out our little match in any case. For this is where our battle really begins. Time to call him out. Let me crack my knuckles for this. As soon as I shot that balloon, I rushed over to help Rook escort the president back onto the plane. But how could you do that? Oh, we don't have the information. Okay, never mind, I can't press here.
Hold it!
I can't present here, so I will press. Sorry. The victim really didn't take part in your little plan then, did he?
Nope, and we kept him in the dark on the details.
So he really thought the president was in danger? But wait, he must have noticed that the shot came from right next to him.
Maybe he did. Guess we'll never know. And even if he did know it was a sham, he still had a job to do. He still had to protect his king.
And he was able to make a judgment like that in a split second. Impressive. He really was as capable as they say.
Not so capable that I couldn't read him like a book. I made it so he had no choice but to go along with our little performance.
He gets pissed off every time we mention how good Rook is at his job. He's absolutely the killer.
Hold it!
Why do that? You and the president both knew the whole thing wasn't real. But it had to seem real. There were people everywhere. It's not a good look. Imagine if someone had spotted a man who'd just been shot, hanging out in his plane, sipping grape juice like he didn't have a care in the world. What was the victim doing during all of this? Who knows? Okay. I was in the safe room, like I said. Anyway, when I came back out, Rook was lying there on the ground. Press.
Hold it!
Where on the ground exactly? Right where he is now, the middle of the floor. The door to the outside was shut. Guess the bullet must have hit him right before he closed it. Thanks to this little blunder, my whole plan fell apart. You mustn't talk that way. He may have kept you safe, Mr. President, but he isn't here now to save your good name. I'd call that dereliction of duty. Dude, he died! Hello. Oh no, I'm sorry. I don't remember how to pronounce your name! Eighth? I'm so sorry. But hello, welcome in, and thank you. I don't often hear about how my voice is pretty, so I appreciate that a lot. I often just get called loud. An honorable try, which is more than what you'd give, I'd say. Oh, that's how it is. All right, Miss Journalist must have shot Rook while we were escorting the president off stage. Press.
Hold it.
But I don't mind any pronunciation. Got it. So, Ath. I will try to remember that. Again, I'm pretty sure I asked you the last time and it just... brain bad sometimes, you know? Oh my goodness. Moth has Lucky Charms. Yum. And Badger says hi. Hi, Badger. Winter and Rook both carrying bulletproof cases. Opened them right after Rook spotted the laser sight. We moved into covering positions and used them to shield the president. So the bullet that hit Mr. Rook traveled through a gap in that defensive shield. Do you really believe Ms. Lloyd to be that skilled a marksperson? Aww. She was aiming for the president. That makes her a lousy shot. So it was pure coincidence that Mr. Rook was hit. And the bullet simply happened to find its way past your attaché cases and through the gap in his vest. I have to pronounce it like that the whole time. But how are you today, Af? I hope you're having a good day. Seems crazy to me too, but the facts are the facts. It was a shot in a million, but the shooter hit the bullseye and the proof is in your hands. That single killer shot was fired by the gun you found in the trash can. Wait! So the second shot had nothing to do with you. Right, that one was fired by your little friend. Imagine oh, no, I've got it! I've got it! No, I've got the contradiction! I've got the contradiction! Skip! I've got the contradiction! No, I've got the contradiction! I've got it! Let me out of this loop! Let me out! I realized. Sort of vibing, how about you? I'm doing well, but I want this dialogue to end because I figured out the evidence I need to use for this part. Please, give it to me. No, back. We secured the place in the safe room. When I came back out, Rook was lying there on the ground. Journalist must have shot Rook while we were escorting the president off stage. Present. 2 spent bullets. That's not right? Okay. Oh yeah, I don't like how much this man loves his gun. It's... Okay, so I have a feeling I'm 2 steps ahead again. That single killer shot. Okay, no, that's where I presented. I presented it at the wrong place.
Objection.
There we go, okay. Right evidence, wrong statement. So you contend that it was you who shot the balloon and Ms. Lloyd who shot Mr. Rook. Are you sure about that? Sure, I'm sure. While what you've proposed would indeed match up with the total number of shots heard, the gun from the trash can itself has also been fired twice. Now, why would the supposed number of shots heard from this gun differ from the number of spent rounds? It's simple, because it was planted by the real perpetrator of the crime. Somebody faked the evidence? Yes, and if you think about it, their reason for doing so is obvious, to ensure that whoever found the gun would conclude that the shooter had been in the spectator area. And in order to do that, they had to make it seem as if both shots had come from this one weapon. You got it. So that's why it's got 2 spent rounds, huh? Precisely. As we have already proven, the bullet that burst the balloon came from a different weapon, which makes it entirely possible that the bullet which killed Mr. Rook didn't come from this gun either. Nice work, Edgeworth. That's some high-grade sleuthing. Why don't you get to the point? You've come this far, spit it out. Oh, I intend to, don't worry. The person who really shot Mr. Rook was... you.
Take that.
I love the reactions in this game. I know! The animations are so... animated. It's so expressive. You, Mr. Knight, you're the one who murdered Mr. Rook. Ooh, finally got up the courage to say it, huh? Surely not.
Surely you wouldn't have.
It wasn't only Tequila who tried to take advantage of this fake murder plot. You killed Mr. Rook, hoping that he would look like an accidental victim of the bungled assassination. With the president locked away in the safe room and the door of the airplane tightly closed, it was just you and Mr. Rook, alone, together. And that was when the third bullet was fired, right into your colleague's butt. It hit the monitors. It hit the monitor, and that's why one monitor is missing because of the shattered glass. Oh, there's gonna be a bullet hole if you move that plushie. The music completes it too. Oh, the music is so good. Ace Attorney music has always been great, but I feel like they just step it up every single game.
Objection!
Wait, you're really gonna claim that there's a third one now? You just said only 2 gunshots were heard. Wanna tell me how that works?
Airplane cabins are practically soundproof, Mr. Knight. If you close the door, nothing can be heard from the outside, not even gunfire. But wasn't the president right next door? Very true. Which means he may have heard the shot himself. Well, Mr. President?
I didn't hear anything.
But you can observe this room through your security feed, can you not?
Camera in this room isn't normally on. I have to manually switch it on when I enter the safe room.
And that's what you did this time too, right?
Well, that is...
What's gotten into him? Mr. President, this is vitally important. Please, President Wang.
Fine. I was busy hiding under the bed, covering my ears.
What? Even though you knew the whole thing wasn't real?
Yes, because I hate the sound of guns.
Oh my gosh. Oh, this man is a clown. You can tell because the music changed to be really funny.
Just the slightest hint of that awful noise and... Oh, it's just too much.
I love Case. Shocked face.
Oof. That tastes sadder than a pot of overcooked crawfish.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like being scared of the sound of gunfire is valid. Mr. Knight, you saw the President Wang was cowering beneath the bed. And what's more, you knew from the monitor bank that the security camera for this room hadn't been switched on, which means you knew that the circumstances were perfect for you to fire the third shot straight at Mr. Rook.
Knight? How could you? Could you really have betrayed my trust so horribly? You think I killed the old halfwit? You don't trust me much, huh? This is the thanks I get for putting my life on the line for you day after day? I want to believe you, but I don't get it. I just don't get it. What is there to doubt here? What, you don't believe that the girl over there could have done it?
No, because this gun isn't the murder weapon. We know this from the number of bullets fired.
Yeah? Well, how do you know there wasn't a spent bullet from the start?
What?
Someone could have fired a bullet from that gun yesterday or the day before. Then today, another bullet. The bullet hit Rook. That's pure speculation, pal, and you know it. Maybe. Can you prove it's not true?
Not with any certainty, no.
You're nothing without conclusive proof, so come on. A single piece of evidence straight through my heart. I dare you. Well, what are you waiting for?
Ugh. There must be something. Mustn't there, Mr. Edgeworth? If we can't prove it, Tabby's...
Please, Ruffles. I messed up, I know I did. I should never have done what I did, not even for a scoop. But murder? Now that ain't me. Ain't a murderous bone in my body.
Conclusive proof. If only I could prove that Knight's gun is the murder weapon. Wait, perhaps I can. You at least had the bullet that burst the balloon. You might have a scrap of credibility. Imagine you could have run forensics to see if it matched my gun. If we had the bullet that killed Mr. Rook, forensics could tell us which gun it was fired from.
No proof, no case. End of conversation.
Oh, geez, here we go again.
Put it right there. What now? You're not about to claim you do have proof.
Huh. Of course I do.
This ought to be good. All right, bring it on. Show me this proof of yours.
The bullet that killed Mr. Rook is the key to ending our little game. Very well. My conclusive evidence is right here. You want proof? Well, here it... What? But it is right here. It's right there. It's behind him. It's the cow. It's the plushie. That didn't work. Rude. Okay. So I guess the bullet itself is not in his possession. Not currently in my possession.
All right then. Thanks for playing, folks, but that's game over.
However, it is here in this room.
What?
As we know, the bullet that killed Mr. Rook passed through his body. But where did it end its journey? Perhaps we should cast our minds back to an earlier conversation. To passing through his body, the bullet that took Rook's life then found itself lodged in the vest. But the vest was fake. Now, of course, we know that the so-called assassination attempt was a complete fabrication. The vest was prepared in advance, made to look as if it had been hit by a bullet, which begs the question, where is the real bullet?
I like it. A twist. This is good stuff, Edgeworth. Come on, don't keep us in suspense.
Does any of the evidence point to where the bullet that killed Mr. Rook might have ended up? Yes! The monitors!
Take that!
There's something very clearly missing from this room.
Yes. A prosecutor with some common sense.
Take a look at the bank of security monitors.
Oh.
I see you've caught on, Mr. President. Splendid. There are screens here showing the views from all around this airplane, inside and out. The only external angle not covered is the right-hand side of the aircraft. And that's because one of the monitors is missing. Ugh. There was a monitor in that space previously, wasn't there, Mr. President?
There was. I had no idea what my plushie is doing there now, though.
It appears to be someone's vain attempt to hide what is obviously lacking. But where did it go, and why? The why is easy enough to answer, because it was struck by a bullet. For if we were to believe that the bullet in the vest was the real deal, then anything that hinted at the existence of another bullet had to be removed. So where did the missing monitor go? Where indeed? I believe that it must be hidden somewhere on this plane. After all, there wouldn't have been time to dispose of it outside the aircraft. Detective Gumshoe, conduct a search if you would. It's probably through the trapdoor.
Right away, sir. Mr. President, extraterritoriality, remember? I have no objection to the search. Please go ahead. Will it help us discover the truth behind what happened to Rook? I will not stand in your way. What are you? I don't believe this! Rook this, Rook that. Don't you ever think about anybody else?
The search has been authorized, Detective, if you wouldn't mind. Let's go looking.
Sir, I found the monitor.
Excellent work. Now go ahead and extract the bullet.
Let's see, if I put my hand in here and just... Come on, come on. Got it!
Well, would you look at that? Blood. This is the bullet that killed Mr. Rook, there's no doubt about it.
Damn.
There it is. We're nearly done. And there you have it, Mr. Knight. The single piece of evidence you requested, straight through your heart. Even you must now admit if this bullet didn't come from the spectator area gun, then Ms. Lloyd cannot be Mr. Rook's killer. What, no pithy comeback? Detective, have forensics analyze the bullet for striations and compare them to the gun we found. Oh my goodness. Yeah, exactly. He's like, what? I love that this guy is basically jealous because everyone loves Rook and Rook is the head bodyguard and the president trusts him the most with his life, right? It's like, that's the whole thing. But then he kills him and then gets mad that people are talking about him like he wasn't just a victim of a murder. Like, that's... You don't just... Someone doesn't just die and then no one talks about it. Like, maybe in very, 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 very rare cases. But in this point, where this guy is loved and trusted by the president, of course there is going to be conversation and investigation around him. I can't believe this guy is just silly enough to think, oh yeah, this is going to be swept under the rug, no one's going to care about him now because he's dead. He's got like object permanence, but for human beings. He thinks, not alive, out of mind.
And that's not how that works. Yes, sir. We'll get the evidence you need. You can count on it.
All right, let's see what forensics has to say. Findings are as follows, sir. Firstly, the blood on the bullet is indeed that of the victim, proving that it was the bullet that killed Mr. Rook. Secondly, we found Mr. Knight's fingerprints on the gun, probably from when I handed all the evidence over to him. Now for the key part, the striations. If they're not a match, then Ms. Lloyd is in the clear. Lastly, the striations on the bullet are a match with the... Oh! With the two-shot weapon? What? But how could that be? No way! Come on! There's no doubt about it, sir. This is the gun that fired the bullet. How?
Well, isn't that something? Conclusive proof that I was right. What's the matter? You didn't think you had me backed into a corner, did you? Guess you misread the board. Because the only one backed into a corner here is you.
My god. Oh, wait. Oh. Thought we were going to do mind chess. I don't want to do this again.
There's no denying it. Forensics proved that the gun and the bullet are a match. The bullet that killed Rook was fired from the gun you found in the spectator area. So who pulled the trigger? It can't have been me. I was up on stage, which leaves your little friend. The hack killed Rook. She's the murderer, and you just proved it.
Ah, okay. You got this, thank you. I hope I do. Because I actually have nowhere to go from here. Like, what evidence? I don't know what evidence we're meant to pull out of here and use for this.
You'll move, Edgeworth, but just remember two things. One, where you found that gun, and two, which gun the fatal bullet came from. Whichever way you look at it, I can't have been the shooter. Ugh, how did it come to this? Me and the president, we admitted to faking the assassination attempt. Now it's your turn to admit something. Who the killer really is.
There's no way Tabby did it. Is there? Don't let him get to you, Kay. We just need to go over his statements again. There must be something further we can deduce from them. Okay, let's do this, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright. Here we go again. There's no denying it. Forensics proved that the gun and the bullet are a match.
Objection!
I hate this guy's objection. It's just, objection. He sounds so bored. Maybe I should change his voice. How does it feel to be shot in the chest by your own conclusive proof? Ow! Bullet and the gun are their match. That kind of has to mean that Tabby pulled the trigger, and so I simply cannot accept that. So there's no denying the evidence. There isn't, so what am I missing? If I assume Ms. Lloyd to be innocent, then the gun and the bullet shouldn't be a match. So why are the gun and the bullet a match? I was thinking if the evidence points to something that doesn't seem possible, then maybe there's something wrong with it. You're asking me to call the evidence into question? Well, there's no way Tabby did this, right? So if the evidence says that she did, then the problem must lie there. You seem very sure about this. Call it my great thief's intuition. Intuition. Huh. Still, she could be right. I simply don't believe Miss Lloyd to be a malicious liar, which means... Someone who believes that evidence is everything in court, the irony is not lost on me. But if I were to call a piece of evidence into question, it would have to be... Is it going to be neither of them? One of the main criticisms of this game are the voices for the objections in this game. That isn't Edgeworth. Bummer. So the voices don't really match the characters? I'm gonna say neither. Because I feel like usually when neither is an option, it's the correct option. Are there no other suspect pieces of evidence? I wonder. So your prosecutor's badge is looking pretty suspect right now. Okay, that was the wrong decision. First, it seems I drew the wrong conclusion. Okay, so the gun must be the problem. I want to hear more about the gun. Bullet that killed Rook was fired from the gun you found in the spectator area.
Hold it.
No, we were so close. Let's press this one again.
Objection.
Oh, geez, we have to do so much pressing. Talk, 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 talk. The gun. If something untoward is going on here, it would have to involve the weapon, not the bullet. After all, we only just recovered the bullet a little while ago. Furthermore, we know that Mr. Knight had an opportunity to handle the gun. Yes, when we gave him the evidence! He would have been able to swap the... Oh, you sneaky bitch. You sneaky, sneaky bitch, Mr. Knight. This can't really be the end of the line, can it? Okay. Indeed, he had ample opportunity. There's no doubt that this gun is the weapon that was used in the crime, which means it must belong to... Knight.
Take that.
The gun belongs to Mr. Knight. He switched them around. That has to be it. Interesting. Little switcheroo. Bullet killed Rook was fired from the gun you found. Okay, there's no denying it. Okay. Present. The bullet?
Objection.
Fuck! Okay. Okay, but now where do I present that? What statement do I present the gun on? Not this one. There's no denying. Okay, the bullet that killed Rook was fired from the gun you found in spectator area. So who pulled the trigger? Can't have been me. I was up on stage, which leaves your little friend. The hack killed Rook. She's the murderer, and you just proved it. See, that one is true. The bullet that did... No, I present here.
Objection.
Because it wasn't the one we found in the spectator area. We found one in the area, and then he swapped it. Okay, that's the one. Admit it. You switched the guns, didn't you, Mr. Knight? That's why the markings matched the weapon in question. It was yours all along. Huh. An intriguing move there, Edgeworth. And? You must have made the switch when I handed over the evidence. While I was busy trying to make the case for remaining on the investigation, you took the laser sight from the gun we found in the trash can and put it on your own. Then, not long afterwards, you handed that gun back to me instead of the one we found. I did, huh? You think I somehow knew you'd find, let alone run forensics on that bullet sometime in the future? Is that so strange? You're a chess player after all, a man well used to thinking several moves ahead. We get it, you're flashy. I'm flattered, but much as it pains me to admit it, you're overestimating my abilities. Besides, do you even have any proof that I made the switch? Fuck, I don't. The gun is the same model as mine. Weird. Oh, sorry. The gun is the same model as mine. Weird, sure, but it's just a coincidence. And look, there's a laser sight attached. Also, take a look in the cylinder. 2 spent bullets. Just what we'd expect to see. So what proof do you have that I switched the original gun out for mine, huh? None, that's what. Proof do I have? You say I'm overestimating your abilities. You surprise me. What can I say? I'm a modest guy. More modest than you, that's for sure. Everywhere except at the chessboard, that is. Well, I don't see a chessboard here, do you? Shame. Still, guess that gives you a nice excuse. I didn't mess up. I just didn't have the right evidence. I'll be the one making excuses. Rather, I didn't mess up. They just got lucky with the evidence will be your excuse, I'd imagine. What's our evidence? What the fuck is our evidence? What's the evidence that he switched the guns? Side shots. 3 photographs taken before, during, and after the shooting. What does this say? Let's cover for Lakeside now. Eyes on this area. Rook repositioned in light of Light's injury. Right. Oh, no, there's 2 of them. Spectator area should be covered at all times. Present safety is paramount. Also covered in I don't know what amphibious means in that context. We supposed to do something with the gun? Nope, we found everything to do with the gun. The raincoat, the attaché, sorry. Bulletproof vest, the bullet.
Not the calling card. I don't know. I'm gonna do some pressing and see what I can find.
Hold it!
A coincidence, you say. Oh, okay, let's just go through this. Or was it a necessity? It can't be both. Sure it can. We bodyguards need to protect the president. And the girl needed to use a gun, but she probably doesn't know a whole lot about them. It's not so far-fetched for her to pick something she's heard of that we also happen to use. Okay, but why a revolver? Why is that your go-to gun? It's probably something to do with its ease of use. No spent casings to chase down, for example. Exactly the perfect tool for a job where you can't afford to fail or don't know what you're doing. Still, coincidence, necessity, doesn't make a whole lot of difference either way, okay? Look, there's a laser sight attached. Press.
Hold it!
Because he swapped it on there. Put up or shut up, Edgeworth. Where's your evidence? Well, that is... Don't go making accusations you can't back up, or did your daddy never... Whoa! Bro, my dad died at age 9! That's not... And by my, I mean Edgeworth. My dad is very much still alive. As it stands, the facts are in my favor here. Also take a look in the cylinder. 2 spent bullets, just what you'd expect to see. I'd be meaning to ask, actually, what about your own weapon? How many spent bullets are in its cylinder? This old girl here, well now... Well, I think this might be the important one. I let loose a few rounds earlier, as you saw. He reloads his gun every time he fires it? But even if I were to tell you how many there were at the time, you'd have no way of verifying that. Of course. In order to swap the guns properly, he'd have to maintain the right number of bullets per gun. He didn't have the chance to put on any gloves, though, which means... What? What does that mean? I know, he straight up was like, haha, your dad's dead and mine's alive. Still, only for 9 years of being his father? Edgeworth's dad did a better job than whoever this guy's dad is, huh? So what proof do you have that I switched the original gun out for mine?
Hold it!
Whoa. Something you clearly don't have. If you did, you'd have made your move by now. We do have proof. We won't be given the chance to investigate any further. I'll have to work with what we've gathered. Think, Miles, think. Consider all the possibilities. If you've got the goods, it's now or never. How are we supposed to prove he switched the guns? Unfortunately, we don't have any direct evidence of his wrongdoing, but that in itself is proof of kind, because otherwise the striations shouldn't line up like they do. Right, we must carefully consider and infer what we can from the evidence he brings up in his testimony. The truth is in there somewhere. Gun is the... It's the third one. It's the third one, and his fingerprints would be on something else. Is it the bullet? It's not the bullet. Fuck. Oh, I haven't got it. There's only one bullet. Do we have to present the bullet at the final one instead?
Objection!
No. Okay, so it's just not the bullet. It's just not the bullet. Which, why is the bullet in evidence if we're never going to use it? It's this. I have to press this again and reread it. I don't get it. He reloads every time he shoots. But even if I were to tell you how many there were at the time, you'd have no way of verifying that. Of course, in order to swap the guns properly, he'd have to maintain the right number of bullets per gun. He didn't have the chance to put on any gloves, though, which means... What? Which means his fingerprints are on something. His fingerprints are on something. What are they on?
Objection!
The gun, okay. Is it the bullets in the gun? The bullets in that gun are going to have his fingerprints on it, which is going to say that it's truly his. Not just from him picking it up as evidence. It's proof that he has handled the bullets themselves, and therefore it has to be his. I have your proof. Right here. That's your proof? I think you've been working too hard, Edgeworth. Not the gun itself. The evidence it carries. Evidence that will prove once and for all that it does in fact belong to you. I'm looking forward to this. Go ahead, make your move. What's about to come into play? The rook? The bishop? Not a pawn, surely. The evidence the gun will provide takes the form of... fingerprints? Fingerprints. Namely, your fingerprints, Mr. Knight.
Objection.
My prints? Of course my prints are on the gun. You handed it right to me when you gave up the evidence. How could they not be on there?
Objection.
What if I told you there are prints on a part of the gun that you shouldn't have touched at any point? What? Where? You can't prove that? Makes sense with the casing still in the gun. Exactly! Oh, but I can. There is a place where your fingerprints could never have been left if things happened as you say. Allow me to present the final piece of evidence that will bring our game to its rightful conclusion. Where? Like here, right? In the bullets? Thank you. Here, look closely at the cylinder, detective. 2 bullets fired, but where are the prints we're looking for, sir? They're on the bullets, right? You did indeed switch the guns when I handed you the evidence, but if that were all you had done, your deception would have been easily detected, because the number of bullets fired by each gun was different. There were 2 spent bullets in the gun we found. Yeah, but what about Mr. Knight's gun? We know that he fired 2 bullets from the stage into the balloon, and he fired another bullet into Mr. Rook, ending his life. So 3 bullets in total, plus the few odd ones he let loose in shock during our little game. And after each shot, he reloaded his gun out of habit. With his bare hands, of course. Officer, where exactly were Mr. Knight's fingerprints found? The ones you mentioned on your report. Sir, they were found on the exterior of the weapon, but also on the bullets themselves. Oh boy! I'm not sure they could have gotten there just from me handing you the evidence, Mr. Knight. Hey, that's... And there we have it. Proof that you did indeed switch the guns. This gun, the one which fired the bullet that killed Mr. Rook, is yours. And in taking his life, you are the true assassin. I didn't... Checkmate. Oh, please be over. Please be over. No! Okay, it's over. It ain't over until the real perpetrator screams. Am I right? Or am I right? I was going to be the new chief of security. The blasted Rook, if it hadn't been for him, I would have been in charge by now. I would have been in control of the whole team. My plan was perfect. The fake assassination was supposed to be flawless. And this is why if you want to kill someone, gang, you wear gloves. Fun fact for you. Detective Gumshoe. Right away, sir. Let's arrest him. Curse you, Edgeworth. Our game isn't over yet. I'm afraid this is as far as we go for today. By the way, the things that fell off Knight's head are all evidence from the last game. I saw the thinker, and I saw the lunch, and I saw the hammer. I saw all of it. I did notice that. The next moves we play will be in the courtroom. But it's not fair. It's not fair. Life isn't fair, buddy. Rook was older than you.
He would have retired and then you could have taken over. He could have died at any other point because this is a dangerous fucking job. And yet, you just got impatient.
Mr. Edgeworth, I owe you a debt of gratitude. You exposed a murderer within the ranks of my own personal guard. I will not soon forget that.
He's suddenly very presidential again now that we're back outside the plane.
I saw it, you know, when I first proposed the fake assassination to him. You want me to handle it, not Rook? Rook refused. But I can rely on you, can't I? Of course, sir. You can count on me. Put together a plan that can't possibly fail. And he'll play his part like the pawn he is.
You knew he had that ambition.
The hatred in his eyes was plain to see. He despised poor Rook. I was not entirely comfortable about moving forward with Knight in charge of our little deception. And looking back, I think he sensed my discomfort. I can't help thinking I played a part in his decision to end Rook's life.
Mr. President, none of this would have happened if you hadn't plotted to fake an attempt on your life. That was your crime, and it is a crime you will have to live with.
You are right. I can only apologize for the part I played. And I will no doubt be made to pay for my actions in one way or another.
I'm gonna find ya. I'm gonna get ya.
But thank you, nonetheless. You solved the riddle of Rook's demise, and for that I shall be eternally grateful. I will be here in your country for a little while longer yet. But when I have returned home, perhaps you will visit us in Zhongfa. You will always be welcome.
Oh, thank you! Y'all don't know how grateful I am. All's well that ends well. Ms. Lloyd, the accusation of murder made against you was of course entirely groundless, but the fact remains that you were a willing participant in the staged assassination attempt. The police will no doubt wish to speak with you about the matter. You should be aware that you may well be punished for your actions.
I know, and I'm awful sorry about everything, truly I am.
I understand your desire for a scoop, but there are limits.
There sure are. It got me some serious thinking to do.
You did it, Mr. Edgeworth. That was something else.
Thank you for the head pats, Af.
Local prosecutor solves assassination conundrum, earns eternal gratitude of president. How's that for a headline?
Hey, there's my department. Mr. Prosecutor, how does it feel to solve such an important case? You must be over the moon.
She certainly doesn't stay down for long. No comment.
Dang, you one tight-lipped son of a gun.
She could write a memoir about this. I signed up for a fake assassination and all I got was this lousy t-shirt type thing.
As well I should be. This case is not over yet.
It isn't? How come, sir? Because until we unravel the story behind this, the case will never be completely over. The calling card! We still gotta catch Shelly. Is that what we're gonna do? Is that what we do in this game? We find Shelly the killer? Wait, that'll be so fun.
The killer's calling card.
Mr. DeKiller has yet to complete his assignment.
You mean he might still try to murder the president?
I hope I'm wrong. But if I'm not, this could all blow up into something more sinister yet. Ooh. As one would expect with the attempted assassination of a president, the case was all over the news, and my preparations for Mr. Knight's trial were constantly interrupted by requests from the press. There wasn't a person in the land who didn't know about that case. Everybody was talking about it. But in the midst of the frenzy that followed, nobody noticed that it was only the first move in a game far bigger than any of us could have imagined. Ooh! The end. Oh my goodness, that was hard. Yes, save my progress, please. We have finished turnabout. Oh, the captive turnabout. We've got another kidnapping. Ooh, I don't know that silhouette. Due to spoilers, I do know this silhouette. That's Kay. Ah. I also know who that is. All right. Oh, that was a good... That was such a long... No, like, that was good, but that was such a long fucking... That was such a long tutorial. Like, calm down. What the heck? Did it need to be that long? Ugh. Alright. Let's find someone to raid. That was fun, though. I'm happy that they're going with the... I'm happy they're going with a similar thing as the first game, where they are going to connect all the cases to one another. Have work, so I gotta run now. Good night, G Charizard. Thank you for coming by. Alright, let's see. Oh my goodness. We have a lot of options, so let me just click through them all and figure it out. Let's see here. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Oh, okay. All right, we've got some options here. Chat. We have got some Sonic Racing Crossworlds. We have some Valorant. We have some Minecraft. We have some Outer Wilds. We have some, Donkey Kong? We have some Deltarune. We have some, oh, everything is taking a while to load. Sorry, chat. More run and gun KO time? Me? No, this is who I'm raiding out to. I'm chilling tonight. Once I've been to work today and I've streamed. I just have to vibe. What did I miss? Knight, the blonde guy, was the killer. He wanted to become head of the bodyguards, so he killed Rook in the assassination, like in the faked assassination attempt. Okay, so here are the options to raid out to. We've got Hollow Knight, Rune Factory, there's Deltarune, Donkey Kong Country 2, Outer Wilds, Minecraft, Valorant, and Sonic Racing Crossworlds. If anyone has any preferences, feel free to yell them at me right now. I don't like deciding. It's so hard. I can do it though. I can spin a wheel. Spin the wheel. Let's see what it goes to. Sonic Racing, Hollow Knight, Deltarune, Minecraft, Outer Wilds. You want Sonic, Ouija? We can go to Sonic then. You want Sonic, we go Sonic. We'll raid Callie. Callie, aka probably one of, if not the best Sonic Racing game, Sonic Racing player. My goodness, my words aren't going quite right. But we can raid Callie, that's for sure. All right. I should have expected it. If Sonic's gonna be an option, Ouija's gonna vote Sonic. Let's send some love over to Callie today. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for coming to the stream today. It was lots of fun. It was a bit of a long one, but we eventually finished the tutorial. I hope everyone has a good afternoon, evening, morning, good night, Fluffy Locky, good night, Ouija. This is the raid message for those who are followers of the stream, and then if you are a subscriber of the stream, you can use the extra special red hearts and wiggles. Later this week, we will be playing... What are we playing? We're playing Slime Rancher 2. I forgot. Finally, we're raiding someone I'm sub to. Yeah, I need to raid Callie more often. Callie seems really cool, and we are, like, mutuals on Twitch, which I'm still, like, kind of in awe of. I'm like, you follow me? It's one of those things that I'm like, I've got a lot of admiration for her. But yes, we will send our love over. If you want to join the Discord to hang out with me and the rest of the community, feel free to do so. And if you want to follow me on various other socials, I have the YouTube, the Twitters, the Blue Skies, the TikToks, the Instagrams, all of that stuff. But yeah, we will be picking this game back up next week, but we will be playing more Slime Rancher on Thursday. But thank you all so much for coming. I will see all of you next time, and I hope all of you have a good evening. Bye-bye.